Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Gubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
All right, thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Oilers rookies on the ice. You're going to hear from a couple of the more prominent names as we take you through the afternoon. Elks off to Toronto. Another big game for them, taking on the Argos on Saturday. So that's a 1 o'clock game. We will have coverage at noon on Saturday with my buddy here, Jayden Milne, and Matthew Iwanek, the Green and Gold kickoff show. And then they'll be on after the game for the post-game show as well. Of course, the Elks playoff hopes very much alive after that big win against Calgary a few days ago. We're going to have an in-studio guest today. We always love having those. It's for our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, a young lady off to an amazing start for her golf career. So we love profiling local athletes who are doing well. The Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment is going to have this sort of center around arguably the most courageous Canadian ever, Terry Fox. The Terry Fox run is this weekend, so we're going to see what's going on in Edmonton for the Edmonton race with one of the organizers there, and we'll touch on a whole bunch of other stuff along the way, including the big Thursday night football showdown between the Packers of Green Bay and the Commanders of Washington. Yeah, young Jordan Love, he can sling the cheese, and he's going to sling the football for those cheeseheads in Wisconsin. And the Commanders are going in there saying, not so fast. We're going to take command of your stadium. It is in Green Bay, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, make sure the 1950s radio guy knew that. He actually travels around. He's on the scene. He's not just doing them. Well, actually, he's in New York just following the game on the wire.
He travels just strictly by train.
Oh, yeah. He's a train guy. He's got a fedora.
Yeah.
And a long coat.
Yeah, and a press pass.
Yeah, press stuck in his
fedora.
In his hat. Yeah, and he's on the old-fashioned phone. He runs to the phone every time. Hey, Jordan Love just scrambled for a 10-yard touchdown. Put that on the wire, Billy. I got to get back to my seat. I got an ice cold soda waiting for me, and it's the kickoff. Yeah, you like that guy?
Too good.
I'm quite enjoying that guy.
He's fun.
I'm not sure if anybody else likes him.
It doesn't matter, Reid.
As long as I like him.
As long as you like him.
Well, that's the thing. People sometimes tune in to see that we're having a good time, and then that might make them have a good time.
Loosens
or smile a little
up.
bit. Yeah, just loosens it all up. Mm-hmm. All right. Hope you're having a great day. He's Jayden Milne. I am Reid Wilkins. Zach Kubish is at our technical desk. Reminder, you can follow the station on X at YEG Sports Talk. Follow me at Reid Wilkins, ReidWilkins. Follow Jay at Jayden Milne, Milne. A lot of ways to engage with us. You want to send us an email? Feel free. Don't be shy. We get limericks off in an email, or maybe you just want to write an email saying, hey, Reid, what's going on? Hey. Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. If you would like to text us, don't hesitate to do so. The afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night, except on show nights. It is available for dine-in and takeout. If you're tuning in through one of the audio streaming apps, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, thanks for doing so. Some of you use the video accompaniment as well that you get on YouTube. If you are on YouTube and you haven't done it already, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. And for each individual show you're taking in, like this one, for example, click that thumbs up button. Give us a like. We try to get to at least 100 every show.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right, there it is. I did get an email from the National Hockey League. Me and everybody else on their mailing list. Sort of some breaking news today. The NHL today saying that the 5 players who were members of the 2018 Canadian World Junior team who were on trial for sexual assault. Those players, of course, being Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Alex Formanton, Cal Foote, and Dylan Dubé, will be eligible to play in the NHL again as of December 1st. They will be eligible to sign an NHL contract as of October 15th. So we could see these players in the NHL. We know there are going to be a lot of opinions on this. They were not convicted of their crimes. Nonetheless, whether it's fair or not, this is going to stay with them. A general manager, a coach, captains perhaps would have to weigh the impact of having these players walk into their dressing room and potentially be a part of a team. I think you'd have to weigh as well, Jay. Carter Hart, the local goaltender who was a Philadelphia Flyer, he would be the best of these players for sure. I mean, some of these players, maybe you could argue, wouldn't be quite NHL talents. There'd be a lot to consider. How good are they going to play after a couple of years away from the game? How are they going to be mentally after having gone through this? Would they be accepted within the organization, within the dressing room? What's it going to be like for them? Would they be accepted by the fans? What's it going to be like for them playing road games around the league? Just dealing with this ongoing stigma. So those are all things that are going to have to be considered. I guess that'll come up if they're signed. I know Tom Gazzola has reported in the past, because Carter Hart's name gets associated with the Oilers, that the last he heard, the Oilers didn't have any interest in him. So anyway.
Well, in that press release, they said from the NHL, in this case, while found to have not to have been criminal, the conduct of the players involved certainly did not meet the standard of moral integrity that they would uphold.
Right.
So they're aware of that in the NHL, and I think they're trying to make it 2 years since they last took part in an NHL game. I don't know how that would go. I would imagine that would probably never go away from those players, especially like you say, in road arenas. So I don't know what will happen with that. Whether they're even, if there's issues in the locker room. How could you sign this guy?
Yeah, you never know.
You don't know how that would affect the locker room.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the news there. They will be eligible to play in the NHL again, but not before December 15th. On a much different note, the Oilers rookies skating today, and they will play the Flames rookies tomorrow at 7 at Rogers Place. I'm planning on going to that game, so we'll see how they look. Ike Howard and Matt Savoie, two of the more prominent players for the Oilers that are going to be taking part. You're going to hear some clips from them when we get into the Oil Understood in about 15 minutes or so. Well, actually, I want to, an educational and a humorous note. That's what we like to do on the show. We like to inform and we like to entertain. Okay? So Ike Howard, so Savoie and Howard are rooming together this week, I guess, right? So Ike Howard had this comment.
Yeah, a little bit. Had to ask him if there's a chipper nearby, and there is, which is pretty sweet. When I got in the first night, I had to DoorDash that.
All right,
you better play it again.
Better play that again, because you heard me listening to this at our desks.
We didn't know what he said.
Yeah, a little bit. Had to ask him if there's a chipper nearby, and there is, which is pretty sweet. When I got in the first night, I had to DoorDash that.
Had to ask him if there's a chipper nearby.
People got to help us. Now, did you figure out what it is?
I Googled it.
Let's see if anybody knows. Let's see if anybody knows. So Ike Howard saying he had to ask Matt Savoie what if there was a chipper nearby, and then they used DoorDash. So
it's obviously a place to get food.
It's obviously a place to get food. I put out a few guesses to Jay when we were sitting in the bullpen earlier. And I was wrong on all the guesses. I'm wondering if anybody knows, before Jay reveals it, what is a chipper? Now, Ike Howard...
There's been one person in the inbox
already got it. He's American, right? And he went to Michigan State. So I would assume he's thinking, do you guys have this in Canada?
And it's big in the U.S.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Rip Van Winkle got it.
Just got it.
Taco got it. Mike from Calgary got it. Chris Sadaway got it.
That's what it is. I never would have thought of that. I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever eaten there.
Blair and Calgary got it. They're all getting it.
So people know this. So we're just out of touch. Everybody
else.
else.
Chipotle.
It's a Mexican grill.
Have you been to Chipotle, Coob?
I'm stunned you don't know what Chipotle is. I've never been.
Where
there,
is it in
but
Edmonton?
It's massively
Oh my goodness.
popular.
Is it right by your house?
I think it's in the mall.
There's one in the mall. There's
Yeah,
quite
it's
a
in
few
West End.
locations.
See, that's a funny thing you
And
just said.
Tamarack Way.
Hang on. You know how yesterday you were talking about streets and avenues?
Yes.
And you're like, you don't have to say 99th and 51st. You know what that is.
Right.
You know what's the street and what's the avenue. You just said, oh my, it's in the mall.
Well, they put the address, but I know this is in the mall. 8882 170th Street.
But you don't need to say West Edmonton Mall.
No, oh, good point. Yeah.
You just said the mall.
Yeah, I would have said Kingsway or whatever. It's a unit Q127. There's one 891 Tamarack Way. That's in Edmonton, is it not?
Southside.
Well, there's several in Edmonton. 8611 112th Street.
So is this like a high-class Taco Bell?
I don't know. There's one on Ebers Boulevard. I don't know where that is.
Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Calgary Trail, 4715 Calgary Trail, so just south of 51st.
Okay, so
And
it's
there's
Mexican.
one on Ellerslie Road.
So you can do the bowls, the burritos, quesadillas, tacos. Okay.
Okay, so
that's what Ike Howard was excited to know there is in
there is
Edmonton.
a chipper.
I wonder if that just made him, Edmonton is a real city. They've got the
Yeah,
chipper.
now he's excited. All right. So I never would have thought of that. Because when I said to you, have I heard of this place? You said you probably have.
I thought you would have.
But I've never eaten there.
I've just always associated this as a place that's in the United States of America, not in Canada.
But it just came to Canada.
Did it?
Yeah.
Like Chick-fil-A?
Well, I guess in our area of Canada, yeah, it's fairly new. Like the last year, that was a big launch. I think it even happened this year, if I'm not mistaken, with Chipotle. I would say the full name though, or Chipotle.
Well, I guess it's
people say.
chipper if you eat there enough.
Supersized Indiana Jones says it's Subway but burritos.
It's Subway but burritos.
Okay.
So Ike Howard, very happy to learn that there's Chipotle in Edmonton and you can get it on DoorDash. Hopefully now he's on his way to a 20-goal season. That sealed it.
Well, they got the chipper.
Ike, you've scored 20 goals as a rookie in the National Hockey League. What allowed you to get to that amazing plateau?
Well, I was inspired by Chipotle.
Have you eaten? You haven't eaten there then?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have. If you said where's a Chipotle in Edmonton, I wouldn't have known. I would have been vaguely aware that it was probably a restaurant.
Are you a big burrito guy?
No.
I'm a taco. I like a taco, a soft taco, but I just like a very basic taco. I don't like, burritos, you can cram a bunch in there and then you gotta stuff it in and roll it.
Yeah, but then they
I
leak
don't
out
like
all
that.
over you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, I don't mind a decent taco.
A taco,
soft
is
taco.
more,
Yeah.
With some spicy onions on it, or a spicy sauce, or a chorizo, something different. Not a big burrito guy.
All right. We learned. We have already learned. We're not even 15 minutes into the show, and we have learned greatly. Coming up tonight, Thursday Night Football. So it is your Washington Commanders on the road against the Green Bay Packers. How are you feeling?
Sobe Kirk asked me, he said, do you think the Commanders can win tonight, or are you more confident they just keep it close? I don't have a good beat on this. Look, if the Commanders go in there and win, that's a statement. If they get blown out, that's equally a statement in favor of the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers look pretty darn good against Detroit. Now, what is Detroit? Who are they since they lost their great offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson? That offense did not look at all like it looked last year. So it'll be interesting to see a team that has the same pieces coming back from last year. And the Commanders looked pretty good last week. Deebo Samuel looked great. Terry McLaurin was a little light because he's just getting used, back into the shape of things.
Right.
If they can, it's a tight game. It's a 3-point spread right now in favor of Green Bay. If the Commanders can go in there and go into Lambeau and pull it a win, then this team has now, I think for many people, will have went to the next level.
Right.
And have said, no, we're a serious contender in the NFC. But I don't know, Reid. And that's part of the problem is because I'm too close to the team. I'm used
Too
to
close to the team.
well as a
Young
fan.
Jason Milne's been pacing back and forth all morning.
No, but as I've just seen this game on primetime and have the Philadelphia Eagles and Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson rip my heart out. I've seen it all. I've seen the they have a good team this year. They can do it, and then they get squashed like bugs in primetime. So I really try and limit my expectations of the Commanders going into a primetime game like this. But
All right.
Jayden Daniels is a different animal, and they have a by committee running back group that I think is legit. And I like the addition of Deebo Samuel. So just see how that offense could do. If that offense is ticking, I think they can win the game. But Green Bay is a good team too.
Yeah.
It'll be a good, I think it'll be a good game because usually these
Two
Thursday-
younger quarterbacks going. I mean, Love's still relatively young. Right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And he wouldn't be as much of an it boy as Jayden Daniels. we can agree
Who's
to
the
that.
it boy in this game?
But usually these Thursday night games can be duds. That's what I'm worried about. But I mean, this is a big matchup
Well, just
already.
being
in
on
week two.
short rest, right?
Well,
So.
that and usually the teams playing aren't really all that exciting.
Well, I think they've put more effort into Thursday night games now that they're. Are they? No, what are they on now? Prime.
I
In the
don't.
States, it's actually. Side note: Can you imagine we're doing that? How many Blue Jays just won by 6-0? Is that what it ended, Coop? They were up 6-0. I looked away for the final out. What was I talking about? My God.
Streaming Prime.
Oh yeah. How many? If you lived in the United States, how many games are only on? Because now there are games on YouTube,
Yes.
right? Prime,
Netflix.
But in Canada, TSN has Bell has the contract. So
Yes.
they just put everything on TSN, or I guess there are some games on CTV. So we can get. I wonder if that's where the CFL goes with this new deal. Do you think it's divided up and TSN doesn't have all the games, and maybe YouTube or Netflix Canada or something gets games? I think that might be the next step.
Yeah, I don't know. That would have to mean that Netflix and YouTube are interested in the CFL. I don't know that they are on
Yeah, well,
the
fair
CFL's
enough.
radar.
Well, I mean,
or vice versa. Sorry.
Right, but I mean, there wouldn't be the money involved of the National Football League, and it might still be the same talent that is on TSN or used on these stations. It's just a different platform and their own graphics or something like that. Anyway, we'll see. 780-218-9999 is how you can text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. So this morning, and most Thursdays, I'm on the Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric at 7:45. So I started talking this morning, and they said, we can't, there's something wrong with your mic. So I had to switch from that mic that I use. If people have seen it on YouTube, Ched just let me keep it. When I was leaving, I was like, do I have to bring that mic back? And the guy was like, nah, wait, it's old. It's not even really that old. So it plugs in through a USB. So then I got to work, and I plugged my corded mouse into the USB, and the mouse isn't working. So there was something wrong with this port. I was sitting with Lieutenant Eric, and he's like, I was like, Eric, what do you think I should do? He's like, I don't know. He goes, I said, I'm going to restart the computer. He's like, okay. So now it works. So hopefully it keeps running.
That's always
the laptop is a little over 4 years old. It's not too old, but I guess maybe that's, I guess it's not, maybe it's starting to wear down a little bit, or maybe just a bit of bad luck. I don't know. I got to keep an eye on it.
Turn it off, start it up again.
Yeah, that
usually
often
fixes
works.
everything.
It did work in this case, so and I do have another port on the other side, so I guess I'll keep using it till nothing works. But here's our off-topic topic for William Huff. It is tech-related. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. Who or what is your go-to for a tech fix? Something's wrong with your computer or your phone. Who do you contact, or what website do you go to? I'm just curious. I know for my parents, it's become me. After we went out for dinner last night, my dad turned 81 yesterday, and then I was back home later in the evening, and my phone rang, and it was my mom, and they needed help navigating a menu on their television.
Sure.
So I had to try to remember what the menu looked like and what they should be selecting, stuff like that. I think they were able to get it working. So who or what is your go-to when you got to fix some technology? Computer, phone, cable, TV, stuff like that, right?
First thing I do with any tech-related issue is turn it off. A hard shut off.
Yes.
Like, let's get this baby down and let it sit down. Be down for a minute minimum.
Right.
This isn't 5 seconds. Oh, let's try. No. We got to take a break. Baby needs to sleep. And then you try that. Usually, most cases, that fixes the issue. Then for me, I'm going right to Google. And I'm saying, won't work. And you get all these different answers that come up.
It's a little overwhelming, quite frankly.
Well, and you don't really know.
Is it your model? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But like having to actually, we have a Bell receiver at home. And like having to talk to one of those people is the most painful, insufferable tasks to ever be tasked with. Because it's just, okay, did you shut it up? Yes, I shut it up.
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. And you can hear them moving down their flow chart.
Right.
They don't know. They're doing the same thing you would do if you just went on to Google.
Yeah, that's
they're probably on Google trying to Google what your problem is. Yeah, it would have to be Google. I mean, I've solved a lot of problems around my house with Google.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dishwasher doesn't want to start. Oh, Google. Oh, check your trap.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got something built up in there and it won't, boom, running again.
But usually if it's something more involved, that if your first couple searches on Google don't help you, it's probably fried. Like you probably need a new one.
Then you just turn it off again.
Or keep turning it off and on. Yes. Jasmine says, everyone comes to me and I absolutely hate helping in tech-related problems. Well, I hope nobody from Jasmine's workplace is also tuning in along with her. They're going to be like, ooh, that's Jasmine. She actually hates when we come talk to her.
If I knew enough, I would love to be the person that you come to for tech issues. Oh, yeah. Because usually when you have a tech issue, it's something you need right now.
Right.
And like the game's on. And this won't work. Why won't my
terrifying.
Amazon stick work?
Yeah.
Or why won't this account work?
Right.
And you need problem solving right now. I'd love to be that guy.
Well, one thing that was confusing, another issue my parents had a couple weeks ago, I went to their house. They're like, we can't. Well, it was right before the Elks, it was the Labor Day game. And they were like, we can't get cable. Yeah. And I was like, I'm on my way over. We'll figure it out. So they got a new cable set up a few months ago. So the box and the TV, sometimes you turn off the TV, but the box doesn't turn off. They can use the same remote, but it doesn't hit the sensor. So they were turning on the TV and the box was going off. And they're like, we can't. And I'm like, and I was like, wait a minute. I said, this light's not on. I said, you got to make sure this light is on and then it'll come up as a selection. But it's kind of a pain, right?
Problem solver.
Yeah, it is kind of a pain. All right. Well, I don't know if I don't know if that was a tech thing or I just knew what light meant what. The off-topic topic for William Huff: who or what is your go-to when you need to fix some technology in your life or in your house? We got the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel coming up. You're going to hear from Howard and Savoie. Could both of them have one of the best rookie seasons in Oilers history by a skater? We'll go over them. It's quite possible, actually. But first, here comes the Coop.
Multiple sources have reported that all 5 players, a part of the 2018 World Junior Trial, Michael McLeod, Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote, Carter Hart, and Alex Formanton will be eligible to return to the NHL following a suspension that ends December 1st. Those players will be able to sign with the club starting October 15th. In other news, the Jays beat the Astros 6-0 just moments ago. Kevin Gausman playing 8 2/3 innings, recording 9 strikeouts, while Dalton Varsho went 2 for 4 at bat, recording a run. And from Toronto's Anthony Santander has reported to the AAA Bisons to start a 3-game rehab stint. He recovers from a shoulder injury. And down south, Thursday night football sees the Commanders led by Jayden Daniels facing Jordan Love's Packers in Green Bay. Come by Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road to watch the game alongside Lieutenant Eric. Kickoff goes at 6:15. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Give them a call at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, more with Reid Wilkins and Jay Milne. Once we get back from break, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
The Oilers will need 30 goals combined from youngsters Ike Howard and Matt Savoie.
Yeah, hire it. I'm hiring it.
It's possible and somewhat necessary to fill in some of the goals that have left.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Or Connor and Leon have to both have 60.
Both have 60. Which, who knows? Or you never know. I mean, I think
funny to say
Two
that.
guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankers. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Back to school? Really?
Yay! Really? As things settle back into a routine in your home, you may need extra space. Sentinel Storage is here to help with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Well, this one's going to be hard to top today. I got to hand it to Les Sweet in the Nasty Chat. So our off-topic topic is who or what is your go-to when you need some technology fixed? And Les says, I get the Fonz to hit it with a fist. Remember that from Happy Days? Something wasn't working. The Fonz gave, I think he used to do the pinball machine, didn't he?
Dunk, or like bam.
Yeah,
like
and it would work because the Fonz
fist.
had the magic touch. That's pretty good. 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort Casino Winbox. Elks, do you want to do the injury list now quickly?
I just got this here. So as Nick Anderson stated on our show yesterday, he will be in the lineup when they take on the Argonauts September 13th. Jared Brakeman is also available. Greg Island, offensive lineman. He would be a backup offensive lineman, but he is available. Javon Leake, this is the one. He is still been listed as questionable.
Okay.
With an illness. So it's nothing, it's not like his knee hurts. It seems like he's battling some sort of an illness.
Right.
And Jalen Williams, defensive back, is also available. So something to keep an eye on as they are flying out tomorrow. And that game will be 1 o'clock.
Are they flying today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow? Okay. I thought somebody said it was today at some point.
No, they had a walkthrough today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks for that update. Blue Jays get the win today. Outstanding performance by Gosman, by the way. They're just putting up his stats on Sportsnet. Last 3 starts, 7 innings, 1 earned run, 8 innings, 1 earned run, and then 9 innings, 1 earned run with 22 strikeouts and only a couple of walks. So excellent performance there. Oilers skating today. Well, the rookie camp underway. They will play tomorrow against the Flames rookies at Rogers Place. That'll be a 7:00 game. I'm planning on going and checking that out as we dive into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. Okay.
You have to forgive me.
Oh, sorry.
I've been corrected. They did fly out today.
They did fly today. I thought they did.
Yeah, you were
That's
correct.
Okay. So somebody from the Sports Talk account is shouting at us. In the
so they must. The practice this morning was short. So
right, and then they're flying today. All right. Wheels getting ready for Thursday night football at Selly's with the Lieutenant Eric, heading down to Century Casino for that, or up, I guess, depending on which direction you're driving. Well, it's north of us. We're over. Yeah, it's still.
Does that annoy you when somebody says, "Yeah, I'm just going up to Calgary this weekend"?
Yeah, it does a little bit actually.
Yeah, it just peeves me. I can't stand that. You're going up to Grand Prairie,
right?
You're going down to Calgary.
Yeah.
What would you say? Have we talked about this? I feel like I'm having deja vu.
I can't remember.
Where would you say if you're going to? You'd say you're going out to Hinton, or out.
I would
to
just say I'm
Evansburg.
going to Hinton.
You wouldn't say out.
I guess maybe. What did I say when I went to Jasper for that wedding? I think I just said I'm going to Jasper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could go up to Jasper because the elevation actually changes.
Technically,
you're actually
yes.
in the mountains.
Be going down.
Maybe
to
that's
Saskatoon.
what people are referring to, the elevation, not north or south.
Well, okay. You should clarify though.
Yeah. So would you say the Elks are going out to Toronto or down to Toronto? They're going out to Toronto.
Out.
That's a long way.
Oh, yeah.
But it is also down.
Technically.
By the way, we're going to resume later on in the show. I'm sure people are eager for this. It's week 2 of our fantasy football draft.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to draft 2 players each for the pool, which you have a 2-0 lead in, which is pretty incredible. Ike Howard, hoping to make the Oilers.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a unique challenge, and I think my mindset's just coming in here, playing my game. I hope to make the team, be in the NHL, tackle that part of the game, and I think it's just at the end of the day, it's fun. It's a sweet opportunity I have. It's not too stressful actually. It's pretty unreal. So just coming here with a good attitude and have some fun.
Matt Savoie saying, hey, you know what? I'm a pretty well-rounded player. I also know how to kill penalties.
Yeah, I think, that's been a big part of my game. Going back to my junior days with James Patrick in Winnipeg, I think, he instilled that in me when I was probably 15 or 16 years old to, play both sides of the puck. And then I think last year in Bakersfield, Colin Chaulk gave me an opportunity early to, get my feet wet in the penalty killing side. And I think I'm a really effective penalty killer just because of my legs, the way I think the game. I have a lot of experience on the power play, so, sometimes I can pre-read, some of the things that the offensive guys are thinking. So, yeah, I think, I'm quick on plays and I can break stuff up. So I think I'm a good penalty killer and can help out up here.
All right. Well, that diversity certainly could help him make the team or get some ice time along the way here. Jay, if you look at the best seasons ever by Oilers rookies, it's not a huge list. They have not had a Calder Trophy winner. I sorted the seasons on NHL.com. Yari Curry was listed as a rookie in 1980-81. Peter Stastny won the Calder Trophy, so he would have been a little bit older coming into the National Hockey League. Yari Curry, where was he? He's not even listed. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the wrong year? Anyway, Yari Curry, I guess his first year as an Oiler, had 75 points in 75 games. Pretty good. Jason Arnott, don't forget, in 93-94, had 33 goals and 68 points in 78 games. Really good rookie season. Dave Lumley is up there back in 79-80. Glenn Anderson in the early 80s had 53 points. Higher scoring era. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in 2011-12 had 52 points in 62 games. Got injured. Would have had a legitimate shot at the Calder Trophy. I think he needed to play more games. Sam Gagner had 49 points in 79 games in 07-08. Now, McDavid, injury-shortened season. If he plays more games or plays the full season, he wins it. He had 48 points in 45 games, over a point a game. Cogliano had a 45-point rookie season. Jordan Eberle had a 43-point rookie season, played 69 games. Taylor Hall had a 42-point rookie season, played 65 games. If one of Howard or Savoie, I'm not talking about winning the Calder Trophy, but if one of Howard or Savoie, in my mind, got to 40 points, that would be a very, very strong rookie season, I think. If they both got there, then the Oilers probably have a really good team.
What have recent rookie, like Calder winning rookies, put up number-wise?
Well, I'd have to look. By the way, one of the best rookie seasons that the Oilers have ever had was Stuart Skinner in his rookie season. I mean, that was very strong as well. NHL Calder Memorial Trophy winners. Thankfully, there's a website for that. Lane Hudson of the Canadiens had 6 goals and 60 assists. Really good. Bedard had 61 points a couple years ago. Beniers had 57. Sider, a defenseman, had 50. Kaprizov had 51. So we're talking points-wise, to win Rookie of the Year, you probably have to be over 50 points. Even the couple of defensemen who have won it, Makar got to 50. Aaron Ekblad back in 14-15. He had 39 points, but playing defense. So you probably have to have a 50-point season to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I think that would be a stretch for one of Savoie or Howard to get there. That would be something if one of them got there. I mean, then you might actually have a winger for Draisaitl.
Oh, so, you would have.
I think 35 to 40-point range would be a very solid season for one or both of these guys. And it would be, quite frankly, one of the better rookie seasons in Oilers history if you can flirt with 40 points, because the Oilers haven't had a ton of rookies get 40 points or more. Only 10 times in franchise history has it happened.
That's the $10 million question.
Yes.
Can it happen? Do you have a feeling one way or the other which player you think is best suited to take this year on in Excel?
That's a really good question. I mean, I've seen some people speculating that Howard's going to start in the American Hockey League. I don't know about that. I think if he has a good training camp, he's in the NHL.
Because Savoie's been here.
Savoie's played a handful of NHL games. Had a pretty solid season at Bakersfield last year. As we talked about when the Oilers acquired Howard, the NCAA year after year becomes a better training ground for the National Hockey League, and players out of the NCAA are better and better suited to step right into the NHL. If Savoie can actually kill penalties as a rookie, which is not easy, but you need him to contribute, then that's going to help his chances of getting playing time. I wonder if Howard's just going to have, nothing against Savoie, but if Howard's just going to have better finishing ability. I wonder about that. And Savoie was asked about the opportunity maybe to even play with Draisaitl or McDavid.
Yeah, I think it's just, adapting to, when to give up the puck and, not forcing the puck, because, I think at times when you're playing with guys of that caliber, you can, give the puck up a little bit too early and just want them to have the puck the whole time. But, you got to have confidence in yourself that you're a good player too, and possess the puck and work with those guys, on and off the puck. So I think I did a good job of that in the last few weeks here in the captain's case, just holding on to pucks a little bit more and taking what's there.
All right, so that's why. Look, we don't know if one or both of them is going to get a chance to play with Draisaitl or McDavid. We'll see how it shakes out in the preseason. I'm looking forward to seeing their game tomorrow in the rookie game. I mean, they should be two of the best players on the ice, right? I mean, you certainly would hope. You need them to have a presence.
Yeah.
You need them. Obviously, you love goals, you love points, but do they have that presence? Are they playing on the inside? Are they in the scoring area? Are they nuisances down low on the Calgary end? That's one of the things I'm going to watch for tomorrow.
Well, if you expect them to come in and be in the starting lineup for the Oilers, come game one, they should be almost dominant. Should they not?
They should be very noticeable tomorrow night. And then I guess the return match in Calgary on Sunday.
Are they playing both games?
I would think they would play both games.
Yeah.
I would think they would want them to. 780-218-9999 is how you can get in touch. That's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Of course, Jay and I are in the Banquet studio. Craving a late night snack? Check out the Banquet's new late night happy hour menu, Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. until close. Enjoy favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or the Banquet burger at happy hour prices. The Banquet, get real, play hard. Drew Remenda is going to join us at 4 o'clock today. We got Jay's play of the day for Play Alberta coming up. Here comes the Coop.
The NHL released a statement regarding Carter Hart, Dylan Dubé, Alex Formenton, Cal Foote, and Michael McLeod, announcing that they will be eligible to return to the NHL December 1st, following their acquittal on sexual assault charges. The league added that those 5 will be free to sign with the club starting October 15th. While from Toronto, the Jays took their series closer against the Astros, winning 9-0 to extend their lead in the AL East to 3.5 games over both the Red Sox and Yankees. In the game today, both Nathan Lukes and Dalton Varsho recorded 2 hits and a run batted in. New York does play tonight against the Tigers just after 5, while the Angels and Mariners go at it. We also see the Nationals face the Marlins. In Thursday night football action, it's Washington on the road in Green Bay. Both teams 1-0 in the early going. Join Lieutenant Eric at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for 6:15 kickoff. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding area since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. More with Reid Wilkins and Jay Milne following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Okay, so Connor McDavid could become the biggest free agent in the history of the sport. Now, if McDavid ends up signing, Kaprizov could look at it and go, wait a second, that could be me.
Yeah.
Like, I could be the guy going to unrestricted free agency, and teams could be lining up for me, and I could possibly bring in more than McDavid just got because it would be an open market thing as opposed to a negotiating with the Minnesota Wild.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. All right, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Along with Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Coob on the other side of the technical desk this afternoon. Noon on Saturday. Jason Milne, Matthew Awanek on the air for the Green and Gold kickoff show, on after the game as well for the Green and Gold post-game show. Elks with a big game against the Toronto Argos. Tuesday, Metro Cinema at the Garneau, 109th and 87th. 7 o'clock, the Estes, second annual Estes, are very fun award show. Tickets are just $10, so very affordable to get in. Schmooze with us, have some fun with us, see the awards handed out. A lot of awards going to listeners for texts, for Nasty Chat participation, for your involvement with the station as a member of the Nasty Club, all that kind of fun stuff. We're going to give out some fun awards for ourselves as well. Guests are getting. Wasn't Luke Gazdick guest of the year last year?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's been a great. I think he's up in the Final Four again this year. Moment of the year. We got a couple from this show in the Final Four. We got Colin Mockery doing improv nominated. We got the first appearance of the Bookbinder.
And your eye.
Nominated as well. Oh, and my eye is up. Me working the day after my retinal detachment surgery is up for, what is it, grittiest performance of the year?
Moment of the year.
I think it's up for grittiest performance of the year or whatever.
That's a lock.
Or whatever they call that. I don't know about that.
What else is grittier than that? You couldn't see. You couldn't drive. You were just a shell of yourself. But yet you decided to come to work.
It's true I could not drive and I could not see very well. Yeah. That was the day of Game 5, Oilers and Kings. I had the surgery early afternoon because remember I emailed a picture in when you and Matt were doing the show.
Yeah.
I was very tired. And then to watch the game, my eye had that shield on it, right? And taped on. So it was very disorienting. So I tried to watch the game on television and it was like just too odd. So I put the game on my laptop and I probably held my face about 6 inches away from the screen. And then I sort of turned so my right eye was toward the screen. Then I was able to take it in. It wasn't great.
Gutsy.
It wasn't great. Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Jasmine says Reid is going to clean house. Might as well call it the Reidsties. Well, I don't know about that. But thanks, Jasmine.
She's right.
Jasmine might win Rookie of the Year. She's nominated.
I think she's right.
Well, we'll see.
I think this will be the year of Reid.
I appreciate that. I know what Matthew's saying. I still find it weird that I'm up for Rookie of the Year at my age and level of experience. But what can you do? It's kind of like Peter Stastny winning the Calder.
Yeah, you don't make the rules.
I don't. It's probably a good thing I don't make the rules.
Yeah, I think so.
The rules would be quite a bit different. All right, it is time. No, this segment might win an award next year.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $50 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a $50 free sports bet by depositing $50 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense, Mr. Milne.
Well, be tough for me not to put a play on the old Commanders tonight.
Okay.
But I'm not going with a touchdown score. I'm not going to touch the overall score. I just look at Jayden Daniels and the way that Cliff Kingsbury has used him in their offense. His legs are a part of their offense. Last week, he had 11 carries for 68 yards. Last year, he averaged 58.5 yards rushing per game.
It was that much?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, the over is at 46.5. Or the over-under is at 46.5. So that is my play of the day. Jayden Daniels over 46.5 rushing yards. It was minus 119. It's boosted to minus 105. And here's the thing. Micah Parsons. Okay, I get it. Talented rusher.
Yes.
But that actually opens up lanes for a guy like Jayden Daniels who can take advantage and see that pass rush coming and evade that and get downfield faster. So I think Jayden Daniels, and by the way, get down, Jayden. Don't be a hero. Get your yards. Get down. Over 46.5 yards. I really like it. So that's Jay's play of the day. Head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll see it there. There's a few other plays as well that have to do with Deebo Samuel. So if you're at all liking the Commanders tonight, you're going to want to check that out over at Play Alberta. And don't forget to always use your game.
So what's the yardage again?
46.5 yards.
You're saying he'll get 47 or more yards rushing.
Correct.
Okay. That'll be a fun one, baby.
I mean, if he rips off like Dusty and I were talking about it earlier, and he made a good point. If he rips off one of these 20, 25-yard rushes.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
You're pretty good.
Yes.
You're looking good. I was very close to taking him on a touchdown, but he doesn't often run it in when they're down in the red zone. So I like 46.5 over. That's Jay's play of the day.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. All right, good stuff. Is that a 6:15 game tonight? Commanders Packers? I think it's a
6:15.
6:15.
It used to be 6:20.
Yeah, they move them around.
You know, weird.
Remember Monday Night Football used to start at 7? It was like 9 Eastern. We're in a good time zone for sports.
We've never talked about that on our show, have we?
Football?
How lucky we are to be in the mountain.
Well, everybody thinks their time zone is the best, though, because you get used to it.
Not in the Eastern Coast.
Yeah, but you probably don't care about watching the Western teams.
Yeah, but that game tonight on the East Coast starts at 8:20. That's a 3.5-hour game. The game's not over till midnight.
Yeah.
We're in the prime spot.
By the way, we didn't even talk about how last Thursday there was the weather delay.
Oh, yeah.
In Philadelphia. What was it, Cowboys, Eagles?
Yeah, that was a weak weather delay. I mean, they saw, it's just, I guess if there's lightning anywhere in the vicinity,
it just struck me, and their rule is 6 miles, which is about 10 kilometers.
Did it struck you?
Yes, the lightning struck me. I just found it interesting because a lot of people, well, I don't know if a lot of people, but we've definitely heard people mad about the CFL's policy. And then that happened, and I was thinking, it's the NFL and the CFL have pretty much the same policy.
I just think that the original thing that made people mad in the CFL was the lack of a decision from them on that smoke game between Calgary at Saskatchewan.
Oh,
how
that
they
one,
let
yeah.
it prolong.
The lightning stuff's been pretty consistent.
Well, lightning's going to roll through.
Right.
It's just a storm coming through. It's a system. Whereas this smoke, you don't know. And I think that the fans would have wanted to hear
because didn't some people in Regina wind up staying in their cars because they couldn't get hotel rooms?
The Stampeders were supposed to fly home that night.
Oh, yeah.
They ended up staying
went to a dorm or a gym or something.
Campus,
yeah. But anyway, it's just, and look, we know this happens, right? The CFL does something, it's Bush League. The exact same thing happens in the NFL. Nobody criticizes it. It's like, well, no, you could actually criticize the weather policy.
Well, and it was funny because there was no rain. Like the fans were in the stands too. It wasn't like they were like, evacuate the building. But there it is.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Matt Savoie, Oilers prospect, talking about his summer.
Yeah, I think just continuing to get bigger and faster. Making the jump to the NHL, I think is a big step, playing against bigger guys. So I think just being able to compete physically, and I think I did a good job of that, putting on some weight, getting a little bit stronger. So I think there's a lot of details of my game that I'm looking to transfer into camp here and build on.
All right, as Matt Savoie, Oilers rookies, Flames rookies tomorrow at Rogers Place. Oh, we get another jingle here, and Coob is ready to try it. Now, was it not last week that I stunned the world?
Oh, that was amazing.
I don't even remember what the animal was. Do you remember, Coob?
I don't remember a lot of things.
Nobody can remember, but I did good.
No, what was it?
Somebody will remember.
A beaver.
Yeah, it was a beaver. Name the animal. We do this every Thursday when we remember. If you want to sponsor it, email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. Oh, I'm talking over the thing. Coob's riding the knob.
Or maybe a hawk. Name the animal. Name the animal.
All right, our world-class, world favorite segment called Name the Animal. So this I have ripped off from myself from earlier in my career. Coob will play the sound of an animal, and then it is up to Jason Milne and I to name the animal. Now, again, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. You can text in your guesses to the River Crew Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. You can put your guesses in the nasty chat. You can shout out your guesses to your colleagues or family members or whatever environment you're consuming the show in. I just see somebody at their desk listening with headphones on, typing on the computer, and yelling out, like, camel, platypus, no, dodo. People are like, what is going on? Well, of course they're taking in.
What's up with Jim?
So you can guess, but you can't win anything. You would just win our admiration if you are able to get it. Jay and I, we don't give out points. We just try to get it as quickly as possible. We can't ask Coop for hints. He can regulate how.
Screens are down.
But last week, Last week, there was the sound, and I said it sounds like teeth, and Jay was like, I don't know. And I said it might be a beaver. And Jay said, guess beaver, and it was a beaver. So name the animal took 4 seconds last week.
Teamwork.
Sometimes we could do the entire 2 hours remaining in the show trying to guess. We won't. All right, Coob, are you ready?
Yes.
Played the jingle. Let's name the animal. Ooh. That's an interesting sound. That is a very interesting sound.
Is it sniffing too?
I don't know. It sounds like it might be sniffing or rooting around. Can we hear it again, Coop? At the beginning, to me, it sounds aggressive, but then as it goes on, I'm wondering if that's just the sound this animal makes as it's going about its day-to-day activities. Perhaps shopping, picking up dry cleaning. Mm-hmm. Would this animal go shopping, Coop?
No.
Okay. This is what I wrote down as an initial thing, but is that too obvious or not even obvious?
I just don't know about
Am I just not expanding my mind enough?
At the end.
Play it one more time, Coop. Okay, let's ask you a couple questions that I think probably you and I are both thinking, but let's clarify. Is this a land animal?
Yes.
It is a land animal. Makes sense. Is it a mammal?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a mammal. I think that this animal is found in Alberta. Is that correct?
Let me see here.
Oh, he's not sure. Okay, if it was this, he would have been sure.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That sounds like a cow.
Where are they found?
Yeah, I guess.
Right? Thing would
Yeah.
work here. Where are they found? It doesn't say Alberta.
Where are they found?
North America.
It is a North American animal, but not in Alberta. Is this animal bigger than Coop the Corgi, Jay's world famous dog?
I don't think so. They're quite small.
They're quite. See, this is interesting because this is the beauty. That to me, that sounded like a large, possibly angry animal.
See, I had all my facts.
Let's get the sound again. Can we look in the chat, see what people are guessing just for fun, or not yet? We'll wait another minute. Like it sounds maybe this animal's been smoking a bit too much. Having some darts.
Oh boy, Coob, what's another clue you could give us?
Is it a menacing animal? Did we ask that? Is it dangerous?
It would be dangerous.
It would be dangerous for a human to encounter it. Like if one walked into the station right now, would we be, holy crap, we got to get out of here or deal with this?
Yes. They're 18 to 40 pounds.
Okay.
Well, it weighs what?
18 to 40 pounds.
What are those hogs? Warthogs? Is it a warthog?
No.
Is it a
hog-like animal?
No.
Okay.
It is not a hog.
Is it a wolverine?
Yes.
It's a wolverine.
There we go. I had all my facts here too.
It's a wolverine,
where'd you pull
baby.
that out of?
It's a wolverine because I'm thinking Tanis just put it in the chat. Wolverine. Tanis, I didn't see that before I guessed. Because Coob's thinking, okay, what's something Reid likes? I have that Wolverine t-shirt. And then when he said the weight and that we wouldn't want to encounter one, I'm thinking, okay, it's smaller, it's potentially nasty. It's a wolverine.
Yes.
It has metal claws that pop out of its arms, out of its hands.
I'm fairly sure, though, that wolverines are found in Alberta.
They might be. I couldn't search it up fast enough.
It's not a prominent animal in Alberta, I don't think. I think it's very hard to see a wolverine in the wild. I think they're very...
I guess they are. I guess they are in Alberta.
The wolverine has a reputation for ferocity and strength.
They're found in the vast boreal forest north.
Well, it's a northern animal.
Cold Lake and Edson.
Yeah, they're around here, baby.
It seems like somebody would hang out with Edson.
I think you could see one. I think you might be able to see one.
What about the character Wolverine? Wasn't he in
Albertan.
Fort McMurray?
Yeah, they've said, I think over the years they've had ties to Fort McMurray, Cold Lake, Yellowknife. Even
in the original X-Men, wasn't he when they introduced him in the bar fight in Fort McMurray or something?
No, he was introduced in the forest fighting the Chaulk. I can't remember where it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he was Wolverine character.
That was a good one, Coob.
That was really good.
I had no idea Wolverine sounded like that.
Yeah, well, they sound a little ticked off, right?
No, he was PO'd all right.
He was really
a
upset.
wily little animal.
This jingle wouldn't even make him happy. He'd be like, "What's a stupid jingle? I'm not a dog or a hog."
Will it move? Will it?
The character Wolverine was originally intended to be a mutated Wolverine cub. Incredible Hulk, 1981, November 1974. Okay, that was Name the Animal. Beauty, Coop. That was a good one. We're going to have a guy with a great animal instinct, Drew Remenda, coming up.
The Lock Shop.
And then, of course, Jayden Daniels is just a different beast. I mean, you just mentioned what he did against Philadelphia, arguably the best defense in the National Football League last year. I'm certainly not fading Jayden Daniels when it comes to anything to do with rushing in this game, but basically with the numbers of where they are, the Love and the Eckler overs, I think are the ones where the market and the line gives you the best value on an over.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse, Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
With Johnson, whoa.
Looking for a smart alternative to heating and cooling your home? Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson, your cold climate heat pump specialists. We'll explain how Trane heat pumps offer a reliable, cost-effective heating and cooling solution. Order your Trane heat pump now and take advantage of the Canada Greener Homes Loan Initiative. Trane, it's hard to stop a Trane. From the most experienced HVAC company around, family owned and operated for nearly 50 years. Visit weiss-johnson.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The NHL released a statement announcing that Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote, and Alex Formanton can return to play starting December 1st, with each player eligible to sign with a club starting October 15th. Meanwhile, in baseball, Toronto took a 9-0 win in their series closer against Houston. Kevin Gausman with a shutout, Nathan Lukes adding 2 runs and 2 hits to help the Jays hold their lead in the AL East, up 3.5 games over the Yankees and Red Sox. And staying with the Jays, Anthony Santander continues to recover from his shoulder injury. He begins a 3-game rehab stint with the Bisons later today in New York. Is in action today. They battle the Tigers at 5:05 while the Royals and Guardians play at 5:15. And at Lambeau Field, Jordan Love and the Packers challenge the Commanders. Catch the game at Sally's Sports Barn Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. To watch the game alongside Lieutenant Eric. Kickoff goes at 6:15. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Elks flying to Toronto today. Big showdown with the Argos on Saturday. Oilers rookies getting ready for a game tomorrow night against the Flames rookies at Rogers Place. NFL game tonight. Jays Washington Commanders taking on the Packers at Green Bay. It's a little town with a big heart, and they got a big support for their football team.
What do we call that?
We are rolling into the autumn. He's a 1950s radio broadcaster.
He should have a name.
Chet Chesterfield.
Let's see. What was the number one name?
I don't know. No, what are you looking at? Number one name in
1950.
In the 1950s? The number one adult?
James, Michael, or Robert.
Okay. Well, those names would still be popular.
Jimmy.
Yeah, his name's Jim.
Jimmy. I like Jimmy.
We'll see. We'll give him a last name. We're in the banquet studio. Remember this, tomorrow, Spin to Win Fridays at the banquet. Spin the wheel for a chance to win big and save on your bill. Details at thebanquetbar.com. He's a Saskatchewan boy basking in the sunshine in San Jose. He knows his football and he knows his hockey. It's Drew Remenda joining us on the Reid Wilkins Show. Hey, Drew, how you doing, buddy?
Be an argument there about both of those points, but I'm good. How are you boys?
Well, we're doing great. It's because you're back on the show. We went most of the summer without you, and now you're back on the show, and this is lovely.
You couldn't have missed me. I mean, there's lots to talk about in the summer.
Oh, stop it, Drew.
I didn't miss you when I took my 2 weeks off. I did not think about you. I will admit to that.
Good. I'd be a little worried if you did.
I wasn't going out for dinner and cruising around. I wasn't at my cousin's wedding thinking like, I wonder what Drew is doing right now. I'm sorry, buddy. I did not think that. Where are we? We have to do this because it's become a thing with you. You've driven back to San Jose?
Drove back to San Jose. Got in.
All right.
It's the drives. The drives. You know, I'm not doing it again. I don't think. I'm tired of the driving. I might just leave the car down here. We moved into a new apartment the last 2 days. You know how much fun moving is.
Oh yeah.
And we got the house in Saskatoon. So we moved in a new apartment, and it's lovely, but moving sucks. Got the internet set up today. That's why I'm able to talk to you guys. But I think I'm just going to leave the car down here from now on and just fly back and forth. I'm too old. But you know what the nice thing is, guys, when you're driving? I think I've told you guys this before. Once you hit America, it's fantastic. The interstate allows you to go a speed limit that thinks, hey, you're an adult. You can drive 80 miles an hour if you want and not have to drive 100 freaking kilometers an hour like your granny going to Sunday's church.
I got to convert. Yeah, because I don't even know the
135, 140 kilometers an hour. Trust me, I know.
Okay.
But have you not driven the number 2 from Edmonton to Calgary? I mean, that sometimes is the going rate.
Yeah, well, it should be. So instead, we're treated like children in Canada, and I can get training wheels on my car.
I'm going to round off for people just but it's within 2. Basically, 110K, which most of the main Alberta highways are, the divided ones, are about 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So some of the interstates are 80, or they're all 80?
As soon as you hit Montana, it's 80. You keep going to Idaho, 75. 80, Nevada, 75, 80, California, they get more like, California's more like Canada.
Now, is there more traffic when you hit California?
Like you wouldn't believe. Gets crazier and crazier.
So you didn't get any tickets? You weren't pulled over?
No, I don't get tickets till I go back.
Till you go going back into Canada is when you run the risk of hitting in Canada. How fast in the States do you think you'd have to be going before they actually pulled you over and said, "Look, dude, like
over 90,
over 90,
over 90 for sure." Yeah.
Then they'd say,
then they go, "Hey,
there's nobody else on the road. It's the middle of Idaho, but let's be smart here.
Settle down." Yeah.
Okay, they would just give you the.
I've
do you
actually
think they'd
had
give you a warning first, or do you think it'd be a straight ticket?
No, I've had that conversation with a state trooper, who just said. He looked at the plate first off. He goes, Saskatchewan. I said, yeah, you said it right. He goes, yeah. He goes, we've seen a few of you guys. And he went, you know how fast you're going? I said, yep. he goes, slow it down. I went, you got it. Thank you, sir. That was all he said.
So he let you off with a warning.
Yeah,
but
he was cool.
He let you know. Okay, well, that's Tales with Driving with Drew. That could be a segment. Yeah, we're going to get you into NASCAR.
Segment that won't get sponsored.
You should have live streamed it the whole way down. That would have been amazing.
That's always good when people are on their phone when they're driving.
Well, we'd give you a dash cam. We'd get you a sponsor. We'd set you up with a dash cam, one facing you, one facing the highway, and one facing behind to see if you're all of a sudden the lights are.
You wouldn't want to see me when I'm driving.
Drew's getting chased.
Hey, Drew, we had a clip from Mike Howard on earlier as the rookies took the ice today, and he had referred to, he was excited that there was a chipper in Edmonton. Now, do you know what a chipper is?
We got to give the full thing. He chipper and he got DoorDash.
Yeah, he ordered chipper on DoorDash. Do you know what a chipper is?
I am 63 years old. I don't even know what the hell DoorDash is. So please, enlighten me.
So chipper is short for Chipotle, which is a bigger chain in the U.S., but it's come up and it's now in Edmonton. Have you had Chipotle down there? Are you a fan of the chipper?
I am a regular Chipotle guy, but I have the most boring Chipotle order there is. White rice and chicken, and that's it. I cannot understand the people that go into Chipotle and go, I'll have the brown rice, I'll have the double hit of chicken or steak or pulled pork, and then I'll have the guac, then I'll have this and the beans and this. And by the time they get it, the poor guy's got to try, as best he can to roll that freaking burrito up, and it's the size of a football. So I'm not a very big eater. So I am literally chicken and rice, but I love Chipotle. There's one just down the block.
Okay, there's 6 or 7 in Edmonton. I've never gone. But Mike Howard apparently.
I think it was the guys. I think it was the guys for the U.S. junior national team when they won. When they won the gold medal, they all got like Chipotle for a year, and they went crazy over it.
No way.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. We've clarified what chipper is. We are going to talk hockey with you now, Drew. Speaking of Mike Howard, and I guess Howard and Matt Savoie are the focuses, and I've already seen the chat, in our YouTube stream on the Nasty Chat from like, man, oh man, it'd be great if these guys were Calder contention. To the other end of it, it's like, if Draisaitl couldn't do it as a rookie, how are these guys going to do it as a rookie? I don't know if they're coming into this franchise is in the same state as when Draisaitl was there. I think the Oilers need at least one of these guys to be on the team and be a decent scorer. But your perspective here for a realistic rookie expectation for these guys, and from your experience coaching and broadcasting, the biggest hurdle for a rookie once they try to become a full-time NHLer?
Being able to think the game as fast as it is, and then eventually get to the point where they stop thinking. Which is, I know, really dumb to say, but the players coming into the league, the biggest thing, the skill level is undeniable now as far as how good these guys are. They're so skilled in almost every aspect of the game. From 10 years ago to 15 years ago to 20 years ago, these players coming up now are incredibly skilled because they're 365 day a year guys, and they're incredible. So you look at Leon. What did Leon say to you? Remember after his first couple of years when he was asked about leadership and everything else? One of the things that Leon said was, well, who are we supposed to learn from? Because at the time he came in, the state of the franchise was very different. Now, if you're a young player coming into the franchise now, and you've got Leon, Connor McDavid, Ekholm, Hyman, and Darnell, and you go on and look at the veteran leadership on that team, you all of a sudden are just going to be sitting back and taking names and going, okay, that's how they do things. So learning and having that learning curve will probably be accelerated for those young men. But can their mind catch up to their game? Or catch up to the game?
Right.
Last year for the Sharks, Will Smith started out slow. And I went and asked management, how come you guys aren't maybe sending him to the CUDA? And they looked at me and they said, relax. He did the same thing at BC, at Boston College. He started out slow, and then he led the league in scoring at the end of the year. And that's exactly what happened. He started out slow, and then his mind picked it up, and boom, he was on his way. So I look at for the young guys in Edmonton, one, they get a bunch of great examples to look up to understand how you prepare for a game. And then what you do, and that preparation starts the minute you're on their way to the rink. Practice, morning skate, game, your head's got to be in it. And you know, Connor, Leon, and Ekholm, and Darnell, and Hyman, all those guys, their head's in it. And so then you look at it and go, okay, once you get to the rink, what am I doing? When they're at practice, what are they doing? You know, they used to have to kick Connor off the ice for crying out loud. So the thing is, can your brain catch up to the game? And for some guys it can, some guys it takes a year or two.
That's a good way to put it, and I think that's something to watch for here with some of these young guys. Okay, I want to ask you about two other players. I got to ask you about Jake Walman. I'm looking forward to seeing him play a full year with this team. I mean, I think that if you look at, you know, Perry leaving and some of the other guys that have left, there might be a goals deficit from last year, but maybe from the blue line, Walman has a chance to flirt with 10, 12, or even 15. And I actually think if you look at forward defense and goaltending, I think the defense is the least area of concern because of the top five. You know, whatever order you want to put them in: Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, Kulak, and now Walman. You got to know him a bit with the Sharks, and you really liked him.
Really liked him.
Is my optimism for Walman well placed, or is it over the top?
Very well placed. The one thing with Jake, though, that I would warn anybody about is that he takes things too much on himself. As far as if the game doesn't go right, he's like Leon. He's very, very hard on himself. And I'd like him to be more positive about how he plays. I'd like him to be more upbeat and optimistic about his game. That drives some guys. Negative reinforcement drives some guys. But I think Jake sometimes is too hard on himself. I adore Jake Walman. I think he's a wonderful human being. And he played very well for San Jose. I was sad when he left. I was sad when Nico Sturm left. I was sad when Zetterlund left and Granlund and all those great guys that we had, really character guys. Jake's got a bomb of a shot, skates well, can move the puck efficiently, good first pass guy. We'll get physical, we'll get pissed off, which is great. I think you're right. I think a whole year in a winning environment and being able to play at the speed at which the Oilers play is going to be an eye-opening experience for Oiler fans to see just how good and what the potential of Jake Walman is. I believe in the guy. I think Jake is, like I said, I think he's a wonderful individual. He's got a lot of character. He's a little different, a little quiet, sometimes a little standoffish, but he's not rude or anything like that. Sometimes he's just quiet. When you see him, though, bring him a Fairlight chocolate milk. Okay, bring him a small bottle of Fairlight chocolate milk. He'll thank you for it. Tell him it's from me. He'll understand. And I think he's going to be outstanding because he's not going to have to carry the workload. When he was with the Sharks, he and Cody Ceci had to carry the workload. And you guys know Cody as well. Yep. And, you know, it's tough when you're playing on teams that aren't very good and not winning a lot of games. You're spending a lot of time, you know, defending, that sometimes going against those other top lines can be difficult. But both Cody and Jake worked really well together. Jake knows how to up his game and how to pull it back. And when he has to play good D, the one thing you'd want to see him do is make sure he's as quick and instinctive defensively as he is offensively, because he does have that gift.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you about one more player. I wonder who it might be. Your perspective, sitting there in your palatial estate in Saskatoon, and now in your apartment.
San Jose.
Yeah. Now in San Jose. Part of the summer in Saskatoon, now in San Jose. Your viewpoints, and I know most of the summer you're only following the Riders, but just the stuff you hear that McDavid says and gets said on shows like this one. I'll just leave it open for you to go wherever you want.
Well, I was the only thing that on his original statement from the Hockey Canada orientation camp. The only thing that was missing from his statement was, and I'm really excited to be next year to be able to put on the blue and white of my beloved kids team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. But other than that, listen, I've said this before and I'll say it until I'm not drawing a breath anymore. Connor McDavid wants one thing: to win. He doesn't care about Well, he cares about goals and assists and that because he knows that helps his team win.
Right.
But if you're asking me, what Connor McDavid is saying is exactly what he should be saying. He's waiting to see about signing an extension until he sees what he's got helping him out. The one thing that amazes me about Connor, and people always talk about Connor and, that don't know, and from the outside looking in, and teams that they cheer for another team, they call him Mick Selfish, and they call him Mick this and Mick that. The guy cares about winning hockey. That's it. He cares about eventually raising the Stanley Cup. I thought he had his moment, that first part of that writing the biography of Connor McDavid, or the autobiography of Connor McDavid last year in the Four Nations when he scored the winning goal.
Yeah.
I think that put him to a new level. But then you could see after in the finals, he wasn't able to get where he needed to be because a lot of times he tries to do it by himself. But when I look at Connor, he's saying the right things. He's doing the right things. If people in Edmonton are worried, good. Appreciate the guy. Understand how damn good he is and how lucky we've all been being with Edmonton in one form or another. We get to see him on a daily basis. But Connor's going to try to win the Stanley Cup. Period. End of discussion. And he doesn't want the distraction. You've talked to him. Jay, you've talked to him. The guy doesn't deal in distractions. He's telling everybody right now, hey, listen, this is what I'm focused on. This is what I'm looking at. If anybody's worried about him not signing, I would say, in the words of the great, maybe not as great anymore, Aaron Rodgers, that, hey, relax. RELAX, relax. I think he's going to sign with the Oilers. But I really love the angst that everybody's feeling in Edmonton right now.
Well, of course. And as you know, I'm not going to get it, but this is a burned fan base because Gretzky left. They were
left.
all
Mark
different
left.
Circumstances.
Kevin left.
And then even
Yari
Pronger
left.
left.
Everybody left.
Right? Like even it was different and Pronger wasn't here as long.
Left.
Like
Yeah.
guys, Ryan Smith left. I mean, he got traded. I know there's different circumstances, so there's that angst, right?
And there used to be that idea, and it was true for a long time. I don't want to go play at Edmonton. It's cold. It's up north. The spotlight's on you, and they don't win.
And you lost 3/4 of your games. Yeah,
right. And they had to overpay and overstay guys.
Right.
Now, guys want to go to Edmonton because they got a chance to win the Stanley Cup. Other than if you look at the top teams in the league, if you're looking at the odds today about who's the top guy, we can argue about 1, 2, or 3, but in the top 5, Edmonton's going to be there as far as one of the teams that going into the season is favored to win the Stanley Cup. Connor knows that, but Connor's not thinking of one cup. Oh, he's thinking of one cup first.
Start there.
He's always start there. Yeah, he's not thinking I'm going to win 3, but he's thinking about, listen, we got to see where we're going here, and I don't mind that because what it also does, guys, it holds management's feet to the fire. Make this team as good as you can, and then we can talk. I think what he's doing is the right thing to be doing, and you don't have to worry about it at least this year. For now, he's gonna be dressing as number 97 for the Oilers.
Drew, we love having you on the show. We will be bothering you several times throughout the course of the hockey season. So now. I've gotten Jay booking you now. You've noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that. But you know what? Next time I'm going to do it by the pool.
Ooh,
you should see this pool.
Please do.
You should see this pool. Oh my God. So maybe I'll sit in the sauna.
Is it actually the ocean? Is that what you're implying?
No, it's just down here. Maybe I'll sit in the whirlpool. Oh, you don't want to see that though. Nobody wants to see that, just. Never mind. I'll just do it by the pool with my clothes on.
That's
How's
okay,
that?
Drew. You just come as you are. We'll accept you however you show up.
No, nobody needs to see that, guys. Trust me.
With a Chipotle burrito in the whirlpool.
Size of a football.
You're the best. Enjoy all the work you're doing with the Sharks. Of course, they're rolling with stuff as well. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, boys. Talk to you later.
Drew Remenda, San Jose Sharks analyst, but of course, former Oilers analyst. Very knowledgeable about the team, and we just love talking to him because he's fun and he knows his stuff.
Lovely man. Glad to hear he's down there, safe, settled.
Yeah.
Moved in. Enjoying life.
He drove down there as quickly as possible, which is good. We love having Drew on the show. We love hearing from you as well. You can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube Email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. And you can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant, Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu that is available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. All right. We got a very special guest coming up in studio in a little bit for our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. We're going to talk a little bit about the Terry Fox run for the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. We have one of the organizers of the local run coming up. We have some more Oilers discussion, not just about the team, but this jersey that's leaked. Is this coming out now? We'll get into that. And we have buying or selling for Damon Bunting after the Coop.
Dylan Dubé, Alex Formanton, Calfoot, Michael McLeod have been suspended by the NHL until December 1st when they can resume play in the league, with the NHL announcing that all 5 players can sign with the team as early as October 15th. In other news, the Jays beat the Astros 6-0. Kevin Gausman with a shutout, while Dalton Varsho went 2 for 4 at bat, recording a run. From Buffalo, Toronto's Anthony Santander begins a 3-game rehab stint with the AAA Bisons as he recovers from a shoulder injury. And just in a moment, the Nationals and Marlins get underway. Meanwhile, in the Thursday night football game, it's the Commanders led by Jayden Daniels facing Jordan Love and his Packers. Come watch the game with Lieutenant Eric at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff goes at 6:15. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. You can shop online at ParamountFlooring.ca. The conversation continues with Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Friend of the show, Jamie Thomas from Winnipeg.
Luke Shen talked the other day. He comes off and talks like Jonathan Toews doesn't have to say a word in the dressing room, right? It's just like all the stuff that he's won. His resume speaks for itself. But man, if they can get 60 points out of him, like 55% face off, that would be huge because they're going to need him a lot without Adam Lowry in the lineup until like November.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
September is here. Although summer's entering the 7th inning stretch, the Jays are in full swing. Be ready for the baseball playoffs, and when the fall season arrives, create space with Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon along with Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instance, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. If you are on the Play Alberta site today or on the app, look for EST specials. You got Jay's Play of the Day. What is it, rushing yards for Jayden Daniels tonight?
Yeah, Jayden Daniels over 46.5 rushing yards.
Have a little bit of fun with that. If you're taking us in on YouTube, thank you for doing so. Hit the thumbs up button. We're on pace to get to 100, but don't slow down.
Click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
There it is. A Bootski in the Nasty Chat says only 87.8% of what Drew Remenda said today irritated me, down from the usual 98.4%. That's progress, I guess. I suppose so.
I suppose it is.
Yeah, we like having. I don't know why Drew has, as anybody does in this profession or in life, quite frankly, he has his detractors. I never quite got the extent of the hate. Like there were some people when he did the games really didn't like him. I never totally understood why, but hey, that's part of life. No matter what you do.
No idea why. I don't know. I literally don't. But
yeah, I find
seems like a great guy.
I've always enjoyed talking to Drew. Very straightforward. Tells you what he thinks, explains it. I think he's good. That's why we like having him on the show. Yeah, you can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Give us the thumbs up there as well. Read at edmontonsportstalk.com. I'm going to do a limerick. Well, I only have one today, actually. How many do you have?
I got one from Gavin.
I got Bronco Nix.
Okay, you do one, then I'll do Gavin's.
Okay, so going off our Instagram post today, I dunked on Instagram on the Edmonton Sports Talk feed. The basketball hoop has made its triumphant return. Rookie Oilers hope there is a spot to earn. The third jersey is near, not pleasing, I fear, and the sight gives me indigestion or heartburn. Well, I don't know if the jersey will cause physical illness.
I hope not. This one comes in from Gavin M. Happy Thursday to the whole EST crew, he says. Thank you. Today we're talking about Esties, where shows are pitted, besties versus besties. It will be all the fun, no matter who's won. Reid is going to dominate and dangle better than Jet Ketty's testes.
Oh my goodness, there it is. There's a callback. That could have gotten nominated, actually.
Yeah, it probably should have, in hindsight, but
well, there'll be moments missed along the way. That's okay. It's a fun award show. Jasmine says, I just remembered Jay and I are on the Hangout tomorrow, Friday Aura. Is that true? Fun. You're on tomorrow with Jasmine?
I usually go on Friday.
What are you going to talk about?
I don't know. Probably Aura. What it is. How to define it. For real.
That's awesome. Coob, how are you today, my young friend?
I'm doing all right.
He's got the Weiss Johnson hat.
Oh,
very comfortable hat. I got a nice hoodie with it too.
Those are fantastic tops.
Yeah, Trev and I had to make a swap of the hoodie because he had the XL one.
Trev wanted an XL.
Yeah, and he was going to give me a medium.
He looked like a moo-moo on him, and he gave Coob a medium.
And it looked like a tank top almost.
Tight on Coob.
Yeah.
And Dustin made an executive decision. He says, I can't have Coob walking around looking like this, repping a Weiss Johnson hoodie.
Right.
Because although it looked fine, it's just tight. And you know how guys don't generally like that tight.
Yeah, if you stretch over your head.
And Trev was like, well, you know what Trev's reason why he wanted an XL? And God bless him. The guy's been hitting the gym.
So he could wear it over a hood?
No.
Over a jacket?
He's expecting to get bigger.
Well, I don't know if that... Wow. Well,
not in like...
That's good positive thinking.
It's positive thinking.
I
love
that would
answer.
make it... Yeah.
He's expecting to get yoked, jacked up from his hitting the gym. So... I love the attitude, but it was way too big on him. The medium fits him perfect, and it'll just get better the more he works out. So,
buying or selling, how big will Trev get? He'll need that XL hoodie. Yeah. Presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Or Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Trev's in the Nasty Chat. He says, medium is way too tight. It is not. It is not. You look very good. And don't forget, you were wearing a shirt under it. That shirt, the Weiss Johnson hoodie, it's like a very thin material.
Okay, right.
It's meant to be worn without a shirt underneath it.
Oh, is it?
Trev, you're just fine. Don't worry, baby.
Well, I don't know if Trev's ever fine. He's quite worried about a lot of things.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, Trev. You look great.
Yeah, Trev's fine.
Buying or selling the
we're doing it
Oilers
right now.
Well, I thought you introduced it.
Yeah, we did. I was confused.
Meandering, were you?
Yes, I was meandering off the meander.
Buying or selling the Oilers' regular season hinges on the ability of Ike Howard and or Matt Savoie to be impactful players.
I'll sell. I think that'll be important. I think you need one of those guys as a contributor to some extent. I'm not saying that you got to score 40 goals or something like that. I think a few things. Goaltending obviously is going to be important. I think we need to see a more consistent penalty kill. Like if it was almost like the penalty kill would have a 5-game stretch where it was 95 or 65, right?
Right.
I think that has to be better. I think they need some younger, one of those two younger players to be good, to be solid, to be in the NHL. I think if they both wind up on the farm, that's going to be tough. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that's the number one thing that determines the success or failure of the regular season. But it's a good question. There's going to be a lot of eyes on those guys for sure,
fairly or unfairly.
Yeah. And again, like I've said, this is not a team with a deep prospect system. This isn't, if Howard or Savoie don't pan out, look at these other 7 guys we got on the farm raring to go. I mean, they're kind of the main guys.
That's why
up right now,
they are currently projected to be in, the opening night lineup. See how that goes, obviously, but
right.
Okay, buying or selling. Jake Wallman will be the second best defenseman on this team by the end of the year. Now,
that's a really good question.
Do you want me to clarify that and say second best offensive defenseman? Or is he already the second best offensive?
I think he might already be the second best offensive, but all around.
Right now, that would be Ekholm. I think in most instances.
I mean,
you'd say Bush because of his offensive.
Bouchard had 67 points last year. So let's say he can get around 70 again. Ekholm played 65 games, had 33 points, so he was around half a point per game. Nurse had 33 and 76. I think Wallman can be more offensive than Nurse. Wallman only played 15 games for the Oilers. He had 8 points. On a San Jose team where he was, him and Cece, like Drew was saying, were the number one pairing. He had 32 points in 50 games. That's quite good. He was quieter for Detroit. I think that I think he'll be the second highest scoring defenseman. And who knows, maybe as we move along, he's going to be playing the second most ice time. Because we did see even in the playoffs, he was getting some late game ice time when they were down a goal. I mean, Perry's tying goal in game 2 against the Panthers, that was Wallman that flicked that in from the point.
Yes.
Or flicked the shot into the slot. So he got some looks there. And also, as we speculated, if there's a power play tweak, is it having both Wallman and Bouchard on the power play?
Well, you suggested that a while ago, and I like that idea.
Right.
I really do. Do you think Wallman is the defenseman with the potentially the highest upside? The highest ceiling? I guess you could say.
I think he might have the most potential to sort of blossom.
I do too.
And for maybe people to say wow, good thing we went out and got this guy. Like, he's really fitting in here.
Well, and if that's the case, then that extension needs to come during the season.
Yeah.
Earlier in the season.
To me, he's one of the most interesting stories to watch in terms of something that could turn out to be really positive.
Sure.
Because I think even if that doesn't happen to the greatest possible extent, he's still going to be a pretty solid player.
But it is interesting, isn't it, that the potential upside of Jake Wallman seems to outweigh the downside, right?
Yeah,
there's much more upside.
I would hope that
Hopefully,
we're not going to be sitting here saying, "Well, what of a dud of a trade?" I think he's going to be at the very least a solid contributing player, and maybe there's going to be a huge positive out of that.
This isn't so much a buying or selling, but we're just going to look at something. We're just going to play a little reorganizing game.
A fun activity.
Is
it a puzzle?
Not really. Looking at the 2024 NFL draft. quarterbacks.
I have to look it up
specifically.
I don't
I'll
have
tell
the
you the
draft
names. Don't worry
memorized.
about it.
Okay, sorry.
There were 5 quarterbacks that went in the first round, okay?
Okay.
Number 1 was Caleb Williams to the
Yeah,
Bears.
Debatable.
Number 2 was Jayden Daniels to the Commanders.
Should be good.
3 was Drake May to the Patriots. 8 was Michael Penix Jr. to Atlanta.
Yep.
12 was Bo Nix. 12th overall was Bo Nix to Denver.
Right.
If you were to redraft those quarterbacks 1 to 5, forget what positions they were in, just in the ranking.
Oh, wow.
How would you redraft it?
Well, Daniels first.
I think you have to.
I think is
right?
a no-brainer. Now, to be fair, I have not seen neither May nor Penix play a ton. When I have watched Chicago, I'm never impressed with Caleb Williams.
You know what's the funny thing here? Is that I think you could easily say Caleb Williams would be last.
Yes, I would.
Even if you haven't seen much
Just-
of Drake May.
Yeah, just my somewhat limited viewings, I would probably go Daniels, Nix, Penix Jr., May, and Williams.
Yeah, there's a lot of positive chatter about Drake May. I mean, last year that whole team was kind of a gong show,
right?
But it'll be interesting to see how Drake May progresses. Michael Penix obviously has the ball in Atlanta. That was an incredible game. Week 1. Koo missed the kick last play of the game to send it to overtime.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that's how crazy. And even I remember that year because Caleb Williams was supposed to be the be all end all out of USC, and I mean Jayden Daniels just seemed like he was a complete package. And it's funny.
Caleb
Chicago,
Williams to me has no presence.
Did you see him on Monday night sitting on the bench, like eyes to the sky, just no energy, no nothing, no give a damn? And that's your starting quarterback?
He doesn't have that presence to me, like that field commander thing.
Right.
Like even younger players can have that.
Sure,
Even
swagger.
even quarterbacks having bad games can have that.
Yep.
Like I know here in this city, you know, we flash back on some of the great players that we have, but like Mike Riley was not perfect. Sometimes Mike Riley had a bad game, but you still felt like, well, maybe this is the drive, right? You still felt like he's got one in him. And sometimes he did.
Because you believed in him.
Right.
That's kind of like what I've been saying.
You never got the sense he was sulking or deterred.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at Cody Fajardo.
And Ricky Ray was like that in a different way where it's like, what's the score? I don't know. Ricky always looks the same. He was putting the pass behind him and going out there and playing. So, yeah.
Rip City Step says, here's a game I came up with so we can talk about how great Jayden Daniels is. Well, I do like to look back at drafts. I'm a bit of a draft historian.
That's funny.
But there's no question. I just thought it was interesting that Caleb Williams was, by far and away the number 1 guy. That's who Chicago was. And he may not be in the first round if you were to redraft that.
Yeah. But he was good in college, right? I mean, they had a reason for taking him there.
Was he, though? Like, I mean, he wasn't great. Jayden Daniels led some pretty impressive LSU teams. But it's still early. But this was,
there's coaching involved there too.
This was something, this was a draft that was looked at as a potential. In 15 years, this draft class will go back as far as quarterbacks are. Say that was one of the best ever.
Right.
I'm not seeing that.
Good buying or selling, buddy, for our buddy Damon Bunting.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
we
it.
still have a lot to get to. We have more Oilers talk, including some off ice stuff about the third jersey. I guess it's not official. Was it Fan Day? They're going to put it out apparently the 20th,
supposedly. But
there's already renderings or photos of it, of course, as you would expect. I'm looking forward to this segment. We're going to talk about the upcoming Terry Fox run. I mean, Terry Fox is obviously an absolute Canadian legend. And the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week is ready to join us in studio. Amazing golfer, just barely a teenager, Danica Horchitska. Horchitsa.
Yeah.
Horchitsa is coming up. But first, we got the Coop.
The NHL has released a statement regarding Carter Hart, Dylan Dubé, Alex Formenton, Cal Foote, and Michael McLeod, announcing that they are eligible to return to the NHL starting December 1st. And the league added that the 5 players are free to sign with the club as early as October 15th. Well, from Toronto, the Jays took their series closer against the Astros, winning 9-0 to extend their lead in the AL East to 3.5 games over the Red Sox and Yankees. In the game, both Nathan Lukes and Dalton Varsho recorded 2 hits and 1 RBI, while Kevin Gausman got the shutout. Right now, 1 game's live. Top of the first, Nationals and Marlins are runless. And Thursday night football action, it's Washington on the road in Green Bay. Both teams 1-0 in the early going. Join Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for kickoff at 6:15. The athlete of the week brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
He's got 4 matches left or whatever in John Cena. One of the best things ever to happen with John Cena. You can find it on YouTube. There's a time he was in Edmonton. He takes his shirt off. He throws it into the crowd. Shirt gets thrown back into the rink. He grabs the shirt again, throws it back, gets thrown back at John Cena. He laughs, takes it to the other side, and throws it away. It was Yuke and his buddy Vinny.
Of course the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Hope you're having a great afternoon. We certainly are here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins, very special guest joining us here in studio. By the way, if you're on YouTube, continue to hit that thumbs up. If you already have, hit the share button, send the link to the show to a loved one or an enemy and say, hey, check out this show and give him a thumbs up. All right. Really cool to have our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week in studio. Pasta Pantry for over 30 years in Sherwood Park. Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen, and we do it fast so you can slow down. We're a family, and when you come to Pasta Pantry, you're one of us. Go check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal. And we have sensational golfer. Now, I see that. I wrote down how to say your name. Danica Horchitsa.
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Perfect.
Boy, I got it perfect. Amazing.
Perfect. Yeah.
You say it.
Yeah.
Horchitsa.
Horchitsa.
Wow, we're nailing it.
Yeah,
Perfect,
you
because
are.
it's spelled Horcica.
Yeah.
But it's Horchitsa. Okay,
Yeah,
so
two different C's.
we more or less have that down. Thanks for coming in.
Thank
so
you
you're
for
a golfer.
having me. Yes, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about, well, Jay has your whole bio
Mhm.
and accomplishments printed out. And it's
Boy, is it long.
It's quite lengthy. So before I'll let Jay do the recent stuff.
Okay.
I'll delve back in your history. So you're 13. When did you start golfing?
I started golfing when I was 6 years old.
And who got you into it?
My parents got me into it. They put me in tennis and golf, and I kind of sticked with both and then chose one about 3 years ago, 2
And
years ago.
Why did you pick golf?
I enjoyed it more. I like tennis, but golf is something I thought I wanted to stick with. So.
So what courses did you start out playing on? Like
I started playing at Edmonton Country Club. And
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
there, so.
Okay,
I've
so
been
you
there
dove right in then.
From the start, yeah.
So we're now golf. I have in my career as a talk show host, I've sort of made talking about my struggles with golf as part of my shtick. Like, were you obviously it's a very challenging sport.
It
but
is
were you
very hard.
kind of good at it right away, or?
I wasn't the best, but it took a while to get good at it. But I was able to pull something together that gave me a start.
So it appealed to you though,
Yeah,
even
it
when you
did.
were
Yeah.
younger.
It didn't make me frustrated to where I had to leave, but
Have you ever thrown a club?
Okay. Oh, well, we appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, thanks for the honesty. So when, and Jay's going to take the stuff here with all the stuff you've won, but when did you start getting competitive, like enter a competition or think like, yeah, I really want to get out there and compete?
my first competition was when I was 8 years old, and it was like intimidating getting into it. But once I completed it, I was like, oh, I want to do more of these.
Oh,
Fun.
wow. So you were drawn right into it.
Yeah.
And you won that tournament, and that was
I
against
did.
boys and girls.
It just against girls, but
Okay.
boys were in the field too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, looking over what you've done, it's incredible.
Thank you.
I think you have a future in this. Recently, you finished 12th in the Canadian Under 15 Golf Championships.
Yes.
You shot a 74
Yes.
in the final round.
I did.
A 74 to move up. You moved up 13 spots in the final round.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
And then you flew directly back and you won
I did.
the Under 15 Alberta Golf Championship in Chestermere. Coop's got a photo of you at that golf tournament when you won.
Yes.
How do you go into the Canadian and you shoot a 74 in the final round to move up 13 spots? What's the mindset like coming back from that and going into the Alberta Championship and say, like, did that give you a bit of a motivation and a bit of a different mindset?
Oh yeah, it gave me a lot of like confidence and like I know I can put up a good score and just like wanting to do really good because U15s is a big deal and you want to do good in those.
So what tees are you teeing off from?
From about 5,500 to 5,700.
Yeah, so like what we would play.
That's what we should play.
Yeah. And I mean, you're shooting a 74.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
You finished 14th in the Alberta Ladies Amateur Championship in 2020, just this year.
Yeah.
You were the youngest competitor in that.
Yeah.
What is it like? Because that's women of all ages, and
Yeah.
as far as I understand, there was NCAA golfers
Yeah.
there. There's women there.
Yeah.
And, like my age, right? What's it like going up to a tee box as a 13-year-old and you look at who you're playing with that day,
Yeah.
and she's over twice your age?
Yeah, I got to play with 2 college girls the final day, and it was a little intimidating at the start, but when you put into the mindset that you really just go out there and have nothing to lose, you get to learn from these college girls who have a lot of experience, it turns to be a lot of fun.
Well, that's incredible that you have that mindset. So, okay, I got to ask it. What's the favorite, your go-to club and or distance?
That's a hard one. I like 90-yard shots. I have a perfect club for that. I know I can, for the most part, stick close, but I also like my driver, but that's going.
How far are you hitting a drive, if I might ask?
245.
Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. So somebody asked, so Coob is actually doing, he's trying to break 100.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously you're at different ends of the spectrum in terms of golf, but he's trying. He's doing his best. He's in lessons.
Yeah.
He's really,
The
what
way
would
to do
be
it.
you as a 13-year-old giving Coob advice as to if he's, trying to just get better? What would be a simple piece of advice you could pass along to our dear Coob?
I'll just keep having confidence in your shots, and even like if one shot goes bad, it's just one shot out of probably 90 shots that one would hit.
Yeah,
like in a spectrum.
Right on. I understand what you're saying. Don't let one shot ruin the whole
exactly.
hole.
So young athletes often aspire to be like someone or have somebody that they look at and say, that's how I want to golf, or who I want to model my career after. Or, who's that in your life?
Well, I've always looked up to Brooke Henderson because she's a Canadian golfer. That's a girl, so I feel like she's one of the bigger inspirations for me, just because she's a really good golfer. And she's
Now, are you, this is I honestly don't know, but like, are you being talked to by schools south of the border already? Because I know in football and because golf down there is big.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It is.
Are you being approached already by NCAA schools?
You're only allowed to be approached when it's like the last month of your grade 10 year, something like that. So they can't come up to you, but you can talk to them. But I don't think they are allowed to answer to you until your last.
Well, it's safe to say I'm pretty sure you're on the radars of several schools.
So what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9.
And where do you go to school?
Bimini Ridge.
And is there a golf academy there?
There is a golf academy.
Okay, so golfing or working on your swing, I guess, is part of your school day.
Yeah.
So how much time a day will there be for golf at school?
So our semester is split into 2. So we do 2 subjects per day and then a language or an option. And then we do golf from 12 to 3.
Okay, so maybe stupid question. Eventually in this part of the world, it's going to snow.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you work on your swing?
There's a place called Golf Factory, and they have a bunch of different golf simulators. So me and my golf team will go and hit a bunch of shots for like 3 hours and get our practice the same amount that we.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you're working hard, and do you play? So you mentioned you're at the country club.
Yeah.
But when you're in Edmonton, will you try to get out and play other courses as well, or does that just come through tournaments?
That usually just comes through tournaments.
Okay.
Like I'll do a lot of my practice at Edmonton Country Club.
Okay. Well, this is an incredible story. So Jay mentioned your go-to clubs and your distances, which is incredible.
Thank you.
I'm jealous of your drive.
You know what I
you.
use from 90 yards?
What do you use?
A wedge, and then I get a chip on with an 8-iron.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what else.
And then I got to chip out of the sand on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but you mentioned, to Coob, like have confidence in your shots. But for most golfers, and you appreciate most people who golf don't golf as often as you do and think they suck.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
but for you, how do you deal with? Okay, I hit into the rough. I hit into the water. Have you had to work on put it away?
Yeah, my mental game always hasn't been the strongest. I think this year it was better, but it's been tough to figure out what works for mind games on yourself almost, and tricking yourself into
Can you tell us one? Give us an example.
Well, sometimes if it's a par 5, I'll pretend it's a par 4 and that I need to get it down in 4, and if I do, it's a birdie type.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm playing a par 5, I pretend it's a par 8. And I'll try to
whatever
get a birdie.
Whatever makes it help.
So I'm wondering too. So you're a very good golfer. I hope I realize you're competitive, but in the grand scheme of golf, you're elite. Would it be possible for you, or would you get frustrated? Like when Jay and I golf 18 holes, we're solid shooting anywhere between 85 and 110.
Yeah.
Very true.
Is it frustrating for you to play with golfers who might be very, very bad or having a bad day?
I don't think so. No. I mean, because you get to think some of your shots out more. You get a little bit more time.
Do you give people advice, or only if they ask? Or would you say, sorry, that's your
If they ask, I'll give advice.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, music or no music? What's that?
Music.
Music?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's on the playlist
Oh, everything.
for Danica when you're going out to shoot? Yeah?
Yeah.
Little Morgan Wallen? Here, he's coming to town.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
mix of everything.
have you hit a hole in one?
I have. Yes.
13-year-old, you've already hit a hole in one.
How old were you when you hit your hole in one?
We're out.
I got it when I was 13. It was at the start of the summer.
Oh, so this year, where?
In Palm Springs.
In Palm Springs?
Yes.
Okay, how long was the hole?
135 yards.
And did you see it go in, or did you not know?
See
you
it
did
go
see
in.
it?
Yeah.
What was your reaction?
I couldn't remember what my reaction was. It just felt like I hit the shot and then I was celebrating.
Oh, so who were you golfing with that day?
I was golfing with my parents and then 2 of my parents' friends.
So did they have to buy a round at the clubhouse after? Or how did that work?
Well, we were playing late and everybody wasn't there and the clubhouse was closed. So so we kind of got away with not buying anything, but we celebrated outside with.
Well done.
Okay,
well done.
so
Thank you.
Are there any other tournaments remaining for you in 2025?
I have Florida now.
Florida?
Yes.
Okay, but representing Canada? Did you qualify? How?
Yeah, so you qualify for this tournament by being ranked out of all the tournaments you've played this year.
Okay.
And then you get invited to a tournament in Florida. So you all of Canada is pretty.
Okay, so would you consider yourself, what was it, U15 you were in?
Yeah.
Are you the top U15 golfer in Canada or top 10?
I don't know if it's Canada or Alberta.
Okay.
Because Alberta Golf hosted it. So
Oh, I see. Okay, so but
In
you're obviously
Alberta,
very, very
who
good.
played?
I'm just wondering, we know you're an
Yeah,
elite
yeah.
golfer. I'm just wondering if they're already ranking
Yeah.
you guys at such a young age.
yeah.
So not only are you an exceptional golfer, you seem like an amazing young woman. You were invited to be an Edmonton Humane Society Kids Ambassador
Yeah.
for your fundraising efforts. And apparently you've raised over $5,000 in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's incredible.
Thank you.
Awesome job. What's the connection to the Edmonton Humane Society?
I love animals. I've always loved animals. I grew up with 2 dogs. I have 1 now, but I've always had a love for animals, and like just being around animals is my favorite.
Well,
That's
you're
amazing.
Giving back to the community.
Yeah.
You're doing your
Doing what I
studies,
love.
everything, and playing a game you love.
Yeah.
And you truly can see that. So
Thank
this
you.
has just been a pleasure to
Yeah.
be with you.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Thanks a lot for coming in.
Yeah,
Of
no,
course.
Danica Horchitza, you are the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Thank you for coming in the studio, by
Thank
the way.
you
That
for having me.
it always
It's
is
a
a
lot of
little
fun.
bit of a better, I guess, experience because you get to
Yeah.
actually see the person, meet them. Now, Minka,
exactly.
who's Minka?
She's my dog. She's 3 years old.
And what's special about Minka?
She's a brat. She's like my sister. I'm an only child, so whenever I'm not golfing or petting other dogs, I spend time with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations again, being the
Thank
Pass the
you.
Pantry Athlete of the Week.
Yeah.
We got some stuff for you. We'll definitely keep an eye on your career. Clearly, there are great things in your future. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you.
Here's the
Thank
5
you for
o'clock break.
having me.
2 guys and a
The
goalie.
Oilers will need 30 goals combined from youngsters Ike Howard and Matt Savoie.
Yeah, hire it. I'm hiring it.
It's possible and somewhat necessary to fill in some of the goals that have left.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Or Connor and Leon have to both have 60.
Both have 60. Which, who knows? You never know. I mean, I think
funny to say
2
that.
guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
With Johnson, whoa.
Looking for a smart alternative to heating and cooling your home? Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson, your cold climate heat pump specialists. We'll explain how Trane heat pumps offer a reliable, cost-effective heating and cooling solution. Order your Trane heat pump now and take advantage of the Canada Greener Homes Loan Initiative. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. From the most experienced HVAC company around, family owned and operated for nearly 50 years.
Visit weiss-johnson.com.
Back to school? Really?
Yay! Really? As things settle back into a routine in your home, you may need extra space. Sentinel Storage is here to help with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
The
The NHL has released a statement announcing that Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Dylan Dubé, Cal Footen, Alex Formanton can return to play starting December 1st, with each player being eligible to sign with the team starting October 15th. Elsewhere, TSN's Chris Johnson has reported that Alexander Georgiev has signed a one-year deal with the Islanders worth just over $800,000. And at Lambeau Field, Jordan Love and the Packers challenge Jayden Daniels and the Commanders. Catch the game at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge to join the one and only Lieutenant Eric. Kickoff goes at 6:15. Earlier, Toronto took a 9-0 win over Houston to close out their three-game series. Kevin Gausman with a shutout. Nathan Lukes adding 2 hits and 2 runs helped the Jays hold their lead in the AL East, up 3.5 games over the Yankees and Red Sox. And staying with the Jays, Anthony Santander continues to recover from his shoulder injury. He begins a 3-game rehab stint with the Bisons later today. And right now, the Nationals and Marlins have the only game live in the majors. It's 2-0 for Washington, bottom of the first. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, great to have you tuning in this afternoon. My goodness, what an awesome segment we just had. The Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, Danica Horchitsa, amazing 13-year-old golfer. Going to be exciting to see where she takes her career. We take your submissions for the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. We've got some very, very good. We've been doing this, 4 months now? 3 months? We're starting to lose count. You can text your submissions in to the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. That's presented by River Cree Resort Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, with the entire menu, 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Or you can email, Jay handles these, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. So make your nomination. Give us a sell why this should be someone who's on. We've had a great variety of athletes already. We've had hockey, golf, football, soccer, the martial arts, the historical martial arts. That was amazing. BMX. So we've had boys, girls, men, women. Well, actually, I don't know if we had any adult
runners.
Yeah, runners.
Ken Davison.
Yes, we had. Oh, yeah. Ken was our 80. What is he? 83. Our marathon runner. He's up there. He ran. So yeah, send in your submissions, and we look forward to that. We got another great segment here. It is our courageous moment, and this is presented by Alberta Blue Cross. Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small business, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you. And somebody suggested this earlier in the week that we should do something this one. Well, we're going to talk about Terry Fox and the Terry Fox Run, and the Edmonton Run organizer is Darren Park, who checks in now. Darren, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing, sir? Darren, you might be muted. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe just double check if you're muted, because your lips were moving and nothing was coming out. So we'll just get that set up. But we're pleased to talk about the Terry Fox Run. We got our afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Golf Club coming up as well. And, of course, words of the day. Elks flew today. So Leak's the question mark for you on the injury list?
Yeah.
He's not feeling great?
Well, he's a big part of that offense, obvious part of the special teams. As we said earlier this week, it's been a while since this team has had somebody that, when the ball is in the air and they are waiting to receive it, that you say, okay, this could be the game changer.
Change the game, yeah.
Right? And so Javon Leak has certainly brought that back to Edmonton and is a huge part.
Oilers rookies up against the Flames rookies tomorrow. Golden Bears football Dinos this weekend.
Yeah.
Golden Bears 0-2, so hoping to jump in the win column. They got their new coach, Stevenson Bone. Do we have Darren back? We got you, Darren. We can hear you. Okay.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Hey, thanks for hopping on the show. I'm Reid. This is Jay. We appreciate you doing this. The Terry Fox, well, I'll just kind of start generally with you. Tell us what's coming up this weekend in Edmonton for the Terry Fox Run.
Well, it's the 45th annual Terry Fox Run. Terry ran 45 years ago. The Edmonton Run's taking place at Kinsman Park on Sunday. the run will start at 11. Our registration opens at 9:30, and we're just hoping people will come down and celebrate 45 years of Terry's legacy.
Okay, so this is you can go the day of and sign up. This isn't you have to have committed to it 2 months ago. You can head down and then do it.
Absolutely. Terry had 3 wishes. Never a registration fee, never a minimum donation, and make it accessible for everybody so it's non-competitive. You can walk, run, ride, and like you said, you can just show up. Come on down there Sunday morning and register right on the spot.
Okay. I remember a few years ago, I was lucky enough to interview Terry's brother. What is your story of being involved with the Terry Fox Run?
Well, I have cancer myself. I have brain cancer. I did some research way back when on where money goes with cancer foundations, and the Terry Fox Foundation came up number 1 4 times I tried to do this research. So I asked to get involved. Never mind who Terry was, courageous, determined, tenacious, stuff like that. But that's Terry said it wasn't all about him. The important part is funding cancer research. And the Terry Fox Foundation and Research Institute funds some of the best cancer research in the country. And we know that the money that we donate actually goes there.
Do you mind sharing your journey? Thanks for sharing you have brain cancer. Like how you found out, how you're doing, and all that kind of type of stuff. Sure,
I had a seizure just out of the blue, and they told me that I had a brain tumor. I'd live a year, and then the neurologist came in and said, "Well, just wait. We'll check tomorrow. We'll do some more scans." It turned out 6 weeks later, when they figured out that it actually was cancer, I was the 3rd person in North America with my type of cancer and the 4th Albertan ever. So they really didn't have a treatment for me. The Terry Fox Research Institute, or the Marathons of Hope Cancer Centers Network, is big on precision oncology. And I was kind of the start of precision oncology. It's the right medicine for the right person at the right time. They had to create a treatment plan for me because there wasn't one. And they did. They told me, though, if I made it through treatment, don't expect to live 16 months. That would be my prognosis. That was 13 years ago. 13 years ago, and 2 of my 2 Terry Fox funded research projects turned into part of my treatment. So, when you wonder where your dollars go, I can say I'm where your dollars go. People like me are still here when we were told, you wouldn't live 16 months, 13 years later. I still have 2 tumors. They light up, but they just don't grow. So I'm doing great, and I love to give back to the foundation, and this is one of the ways that I do that.
That's an amazing story, Darren. Thank you for sharing that. Just incredible stuff. What about support of family, coworkers, probably like just people who have been alongside you through the journey too?
I've had so much support. It's amazing. I was a teacher before, and my students, their parents, my colleagues, I've had nothing but support. And that's been incredible. And that's, of course, probably most of the reason why I'm here today. I never had time to think about anything other than, get up tomorrow and just keep going.
Yeah. Terry Fox himself, like I was telling Jay earlier, because Jay would have not quite been born when we lost Terry. I was 7 in 1981. And I remember that might be one of my first memories of actually following a news story, that was on TV day after day. Where is he today? And seeing things in, the Edmonton Journal at the time. And I don't remember exactly what it said, but I remember like the huge headline when he passed away, and, my parents talking about it and stuff. And he's such a compelling figure because we get into these discussions. Well, who's Canada's greatest athlete? Okay, well, Gretzky, Crosby, Donovan Bailey, and somebody always says Terry Fox, but I always say what Terry did was athletic, but it's so transcended athletics. He's almost in his own category. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. Like that. You're true. Who else runs 143 days, a marathon a day on a walking leg? Never mind an old-fashioned leg.
Yeah. So you're going to be out there on Sunday? People can say hi to you?
You betcha. I'm going to be out there on Sunday. The Edmonton Oilers are sponsoring 25, or they're matching 25 schools this year. So the school kids who are doing their runs, the Oilers, like I said, 25 schools in northern Alberta will be matched by the Oilers Foundation. So things are just kicking right along.
Okay. And if people want to donate at any time of year, how can they do that?
terryfox.org. Go on. It shows the Finish It video with Gord Downey singing it. It was an incredible video this year that they released. And you can go right there. There's a link button that says donate all year long. So you can go anytime to terryfox.org and donate whenever you can.
Darren, are we missing anything important before we let you go?
No, I think the most important thing is just get out there and remember who Terry is. He said he started it 45 years ago. He said if he couldn't continue it, we'd have to do it without him. And like this year's shirt says, finish it. It's up to us to finish it. So, get out there, donate what you can, come be a part of it. You can be like me. I go from the start line to the hot dog line. So you don't have to do the full 10K. You can do a couple meters and get it all done.
Darren, this was incredible. Terry remains an inspiration. I think you're an inspiration as well. Thanks for making time for us here on Edmonton Sports Talk. All the best, and I hope it's a great success on Sunday.
Thank you very much for having me.
That is Darren Park, Edmonton run organizer for the Terry Fox run. I was actually tearing up a bit during that segment.
Yeah, pretty emotional.
That was amazing. So about 13 years ago, he was told, well, we're going to treat you, but you probably got about 16 months. And Darren's still going strong and really obviously believes in Terry Fox Foundation. That was awesome.
I really appreciate what he said, Reid, about the Terry Fox Foundation and where those funds go. And, you sometimes wonder, well, how far is my dollar going that I'm donating? And he did all the research himself, and that's what he found was that your dollars to the Terry Fox Foundation actually go to people like him.
Yeah.
And, just as a human piece, that means a lot. It means a lot to hear that. That means a lot for him to say that, and to see a living example of somebody that has benefited and has had a life because of that. It's very inspirational.
Yeah, that was great to talk to Darren. And I'm glad we had Darren on. I mean, it's a small thing we can do, and we talk like the word legacy gets thrown around with sports, and it's like, you know what, Terry Fox, that's a legacy. Okay, whether a guy won 2 championships or 1 or 0, that's not really a legacy. That's career accomplishments for a pro athlete. Terry Fox is actually a legacy. And, sometimes, we talk when we do our fun stuff or talk about pop culture, and we'll say, well, that's not from my era. I don't know about that. Like, is there a Canadian, even younger Canadians, that wouldn't know about Terry Fox? Like, Coob, you know who Terry Fox is. Would you say you knew at a relatively young age about Terry Fox and the nuts and bolts of his story?
I was probably 4 years old the first time I heard the name Terry Fox growing up in school and stuff like that every September. I remember doing the runs through grade school the entire way up, and it was one of the biggest moments of the year for me. It was the Terry Fox run.
Yeah, well said. I'm glad we had Darren on, and we wish everybody all the best with the Terry Fox run and battling cancer like Darren has been, and just the continued good work that the Terry Fox Foundation does. That was awesome, and that is our Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Okay, we're going to keep rolling along here. Our afternoon debate is coming up. Our words of the day are coming up as well. Oh, what are you pointing at?
We need to make our picks.
We're going to do our draft. We'll do that next segment. We'll do our draft.
Yeah, we'll start it out with that.
For our self-made fantasy league, our DIY fantasy league that has a lot longer acronym than that. Here comes Coob first.
The NHL released a statement announcing that Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote, and Alex Formenton can return to play starting December 1st, with each player being eligible to sign with the team as early as October 15th. Elsewhere, TSN's Chris Johnson reported that Alexander Georgiev has signed a one-year deal on the island worth just over $800,000. And from Green Bay, Jordan Love and the Packers challenged Jayden Daniels and the Commanders. Catch the game at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge to join the one and only Lieutenant Air. Kickoff for that game goes at 6:15. And earlier, Toronto took a 9-0 win over Houston to close out their 3-game set. Kevin Gausman got 9 strikeouts for the shutout. Nathan Lukes added 2 hits and 2 runs to help the Jays hold their lead in the AL East of 3.5 games over the Yankees and Red Sox. And right now the Yankees are underway in their game against the Tigers. Top of the first, it's runless, while midway through the third inning, the Nationals trail the Marlins 2-0. The Reid Wilkins Show continues once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Okay, so Connor McDavid could become the biggest free agent in the history of the sport. Now, if McDavid ends up signing, Kaprizov could look at it and go, wait a second, that could be me.
Yeah.
Like, I could be the guy going to unrestricted free agency, and teams could be lining up for me, and I could possibly bring in more than McDavid just got because it would be an open market thing as opposed to negotiating with the Minnesota Wild.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18 plus. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
September is here. Although summer's entering the 7th inning stretch, the Jays are in full swing. Be ready for the baseball playoffs. And when the fall season arrives, create space with Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click?
Coop.
You must
click. We are back. All right. There it is. We have a couple thumb click remixes. That's one of them. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Try to get to 100 before 6 o'clock. Thanks for checking out the show. You can post in the nasty chat. Talk with us more often with each other. The good old chat going on YouTube. Text us, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, j@edmontonsportstalk.com.
On the inbox, just some incredible messages coming in. My wife organizes the run at Westlock Elementary. She raises close to $5,000 a year. One of our neighbors had a 1 in, I believe that's 10 million cancer as well. He kept fighting it, but didn't succeed. He coached our kids in hockey in Swan Hills many years ago. The kids win the school fundraiser every year. Collingwood Rob says, I got involved with the Terry Fox run day 1 in 1980 at Jasper. I believe JPCHS would be Jasper Place.
Yeah.
Little did I know that I would lose my mom, brother, and close friends to cancer. Tomorrow, I head down to Calgary to see my older brother who had been battling his 3rd bout with cancer. If it were not for the Terry Fox Foundation and the research dollars raised, we would have lost him a long time ago. Thank you, Terry, for helping so many.
Yeah, we appreciate those messages. I mean, not much more to add, but we really appreciate Darren coming on and people responding to that and sharing their own stories. So yeah, that was Terry Fox run this weekend in Edmonton and everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Okay, thanks a lot for checking out the show. It's 5:22. We have plenty to get to. Well, first of all, I got to remind people, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. All right, so Jay and I last week, just to quickly recap, created our own fantasy football league team. Sorry, not team, league. We created our own fantasy football league because we decided, let's just do it our way. We just want to do it our way, right?
Yeah.
We don't want, we don't need all these categories and drafts that take 5 hours, even though you did one that took. How long did the one take that was in was that your garage or something?
My garage. 4 or 5 hours. But, it's
Were there refreshments and snacks?
There were, yeah. And guys that really don't get to see each other that often, so there's a lot of side chatter.
So there was a lot of camaraderie with that as well, right?
Yeah.
I did an online one on my phone. It took a little over an hour, so not too bad. There were only a couple times somebody waited and drafted like 58 seconds into the 1 minute. That kind of made me scowl a lot of it.
Come on.
Because most of mine were done within 5 seconds.
Sure.
There was one time somebody took a guy like that I was just going to take, and I had to be like, oh, but that probably I kept it to 20 seconds. So here, what is our draft called again? What's the full name?
The RWS WJM PSL DTGCL in support of the St. Vincent School for Poorly Coordinated Boys.
So it's the Reid Wilkins Show with Jayden Milne, Pumpkin Spice Latte Dollar Tree Gift Card League.
Yes.
Because Coob's going to buy the winner a $10 Dollar Tree gift card, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening, Coob? Are you actually using your own money?
I'll expense it to Edmonton Sports Talk.
You better. I'm not sure if Dustin will approve that one.
Well done,
or HR
Coop.
Daddy.
Yeah.
HR Daddy's going to be like,
I think he would.
What is this?
I think he would.
What is this? Yeah, you might. So the good thing we kept it to $10. I think 20 would have been pushing
20
it.
would have been excessive.
But 20 would have been pushing it. So here's how it works. We each take 2 players per week. Once you take a player, you can't take him again for the rest of the season. So, for example, I took Jayden Daniels in week 1. He is unavailable to me, but Jay can take him. So it is quarterback touchdowns, either passing or running. That is one category. The winner of the week gets a point. And it is total length of field goals made by a place kicker.
Yep.
And so last week, Jay had Aubrey from Dallas. What's his first name? Brandon?
Yep.
He kicked... Oh, my computer's
97 yards or something like that?
It was, yeah.
And your kicker kicked 70-some yards?
Will Lutz kicked 72. Aubrey kicked 94. So Jay's up 2-0. Now, we're just going to roll the D100 each week. So 1 to 50 is you pick first and fourth.
Yeah.
51 to 100 is I pick first and fourth. It's rolling right over to my computer, and it's going to stop on 93.
So that's you.
The Nuge. So I pick. So I'm going to take... I will take Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Oh, is that who you wanted?
No. So with my first pick, I will take Baker Mayfield.
Really?
Yeah.
From the Tampa Bay, I almost said Lightning.
Buccaneers. They are taking on the Texans. Mixing it up.
Okay.
You got to take 17 quarterbacks.
Well, 18.
Well, 8. Yeah, I guess.
Are we going to do 18. The final week of the season when it's garbage time? Yeah, we can because we'll know who's playing.
Yeah, we'll know who's playing. So I get the snake.
No, you have to do. Yeah, you get the snake. You get the coveted third overall.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh kicker Chris Boswell.
Okay. They're playing the Seahawks. Should win. Is Jake Elliott still the Eagles kicker?
I believe he is.
Yeah, we'll take him. Why not? I forgot to do my kicker research this week.
There's not much that goes into it, Reid.
Yeah.
There is.
Hope they well, that's why we did it this way. It's easy to follow, and it's fun. And this is part of our afternoon debate, of course, presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Fall in for flavor and fairways. Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, open to the public. Twilight specials that go easy on your wallet, and wings so good they should be on parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, and soak in the sunset. Visit egmgolf.com to book your round today. That is egmgolf.com. We're going to start having the curling read, the curling promo pretty soon, which is pretty fun. Now we're also,
No, go ahead.
So, and we're also picking, we're also doing, now Coob, you got to do your pick.
I don't think Coob brought his sheet.
You don't have to do it on air. You don't have to do it on air. Just remember to do it. And here's the thing about this one. If and Hernan's in it as well, if people forget to pick by the Thursday night game, you just don't get to pick that game.
Yeah, that's right.
For Sunday. So we're also doing a loser pool. So each week you pick a team to lose. You pick 2 teams per week. Once you pick that team, you cannot pick them again.
How'd you do last week?
I went 2 for 2. I picked the Giants to lose, and I picked Tennessee to lose. They both lost.
Yeah, I picked the Jets to lose, and I picked Seattle to lose. So I won both of those as well.
And Coob, you went 1 out of, because you took the Sunday. You
took the Ravens.
Coob.
Yeah, I took the Ravens to lose, and they did. And then I took the Bears to lose.
By the grace of God, they lost. The Ravens did in that incredible 41-40 game.
I knew it all along. What can I say?
Primetime Coop came through.
Primetime Coop.
I will take.
Do you care to make a primetime pick for tonight's game?
Are you doing primetime
off
just for fun?
Oh, you don't have to. I don't want to pressure you.
I would have to side with the
You don't have to. You
Commanders
don't have to. You don't
taking
have
the
to.
loss.
Okay, so is that your pick? Is that one of your picks? Or do you want to just wait and think about it? There's a huge slate on Sunday.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
I think
week.
that's best. I didn't want to put you on the spot.
I
Primetime
can't
Coop.
bank on it too
Sundays and Mondays are primetime.
Yeah, you don't have to take prime time, but unless primetime Coob can ride the prime time.
I got to stand up to the name, man.
Ride the primetime lightning. I will take Cleveland to lose at Baltimore, and I will take Jacksonville to lose at Cincinnati. Well, that's all the same division. No, the Jacksonville's in the South.
I also have Jacksonville to lose, and I have the Bears losing to the Lions.
Okay, so there we go. So this is for fun. This one's I don't know who Hernan's picking. We'll just doing it all for fun. Why not?
Hey, did you hear? Did you hear that there was a leaked picture that has been circulating?
Oh my!
The social media or mediums of Edmonton in the Oilers' supposed new third jersey. Now, Tommy's been talking about this third jersey since
a long time.
A long time. He was the original guy that knew about it. He said, "This is happening. This is." Mark my words.
Described it.
He's told us, he's described it, and then I don't know who posted this or where, but everybody that was on either on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok saw this yesterday. This is this is the debate now, Reid. First thoughts.
So if you're not on YouTube, here's what the jersey looks like. It's white. It has Oilers in script across the front diagonally.
Almost italics.
Yeah, going a little bit up left to right. Then it has an orange line above the Lurs part of it, the Illers part of it.
Well, both parts. It frames the words, the lowercase letters.
It has a large blue stripe along the bottom and on the elbows, framed by thinner but still bold orange blue stripes, and then it has blue shoulders again with orange trim. So that's the jersey. I don't know what the pants and gloves and helmets are going to look like. It is a very, very simple jersey. To me, it looks like a sweatshirt. It looks more like a sweatshirt than a hockey jersey, quite frankly.
I like it. I think it's fresh. I like the font that they chose. I love that it's in cursive, kinda.
Right.
But the one thing I just can't get over, and I don't know if I will ever get over.
Well, you're not going to see it a lot, but
where's the dot for the eye?
It's orange. I think it's supposed to be that orange thing.
I don't think so.
I believe so. There's
That's a good
spacing
point,
in
though.
between it, so that line.
I know, but
that
it looks like
crosses-
it's just the line bordering the top of the lowercase letters.
now it
Not
sticks out,
having a dot on the eye, just
right.
I don't know why.
There's no point to this jersey.
I can't look at this and not wonder where this dot is.
Now, the photo we have up on YouTube, it's not great lighting. It's not being worn by anybody. And
It looks like a leaked
we
photo.
don't see. Yeah, it looks like a leaked photo. It looks like something Fox Mulder would have hanging in his office. What's that? Next to the Sasquatch. That's the Oilers' alleged third jersey. I often say, I'm not a big jersey guy. I often think the simpler, the better. Can you turn on the TV and be like, oh yeah, that team's playing that team. But I get that there's money to be made in this. I will say, usually I'm just indifferent or okay, it's fine. Unless something really grabs me one way or the other. This does not do much for me. I will say it again. To me, it looks more like a sweatshirt.
Sure.
It looks like something you go, here's my Oilers sweatshirt. You know, it's chilly out. I'll wear an undershirt and I'll wear my Oilers sweatshirt to school today or to my philosophy 405 class. That's what you got a 9 in, didn't you? Were you on the 9 point scale?
I was on the 4 scale. Really.
You were on the 4. I was still on the 9 scale.
Thank you. I got a 2.8. I like it. Reminds me of the Coors Banquet font. You know, Coors Banquet beer.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know. I don't mind that. Now, I think the real question here is because this is a grainy or leaked photo.
Yeah.
What are the true colors of this? Is this a crisp white? I sure hope so. I hope it's not some off-white retro,
right?
You know, kind of look. And then what's the orange like? Is it the bright orange that they currently wear, or is it the orange from, you know, the Gretzky days?
Right.
What's the blue? There's a lot to still be determined, but I like it. I don't mind that.
To me, it's nothing special. It doesn't really grab me. It doesn't really make me say, wow. If anything, I would say I don't think it's very good, quite frankly. I guess they were going for something simple and classic looking. I will also say this. It's fun to talk about. What I think doesn't matter. Some people might be listening and say, well, Reid, we never think what you say matters. But when it comes to this, I'm not the target audience because I don't buy merch for the Oilers, right? I cover the team. I don't buy merch. I don't wear. I mean, maybe, I guess occasionally I've gotten, you know, mom or dad a shirt or something like that. But this is not something I would ever purchase or wear or anything like that. So 51-year-old Reid sitting here, I don't think, if anybody from OEG is listening, I don't think they'd be thinking like, oh no, Wilkins is shooting down the jersey. They don't care.
Yeah. Oh, this will go off the shelf. This will fly off the shelf.
Yeah, because some Oilers fans will just get anything that says Oilers on it because they love the team, and that's fine. Maybe some people might say, I don't like that one that much, but there's also that sort of, I don't mean this like in an overly negative way, but there's sort of sometimes a pack mentality, or once they unveil this and then once they announce when it's going to be worn, oh, I want to wear it to that game because everybody else is going to have it. Or I have every other Oilers jersey they ever put out, so I'm going to get this one. Or from now on, I'm going to start. It's like some people will love this jersey. Let's face it. But I just think I'm not the target audience for it. We're doing a talk show. We're having fun BSing about it. So I'll give my take on it. But I also, again, more. You should always take me with a grain of salt, probably. But especially with this.
Big Uke and Jen Cooler saying that Tom said it's an off-white.
Right.
Which, I wish it was just a pure, crisp white. But I guess to be determined. TBD, brah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, I like it.
You like it? Well, see, but sometimes it's just get people talking about it. I remember once, I think it was late 90s, the Arizona Diamondbacks had been in the league for like maybe 4 or 5 years. When did they join? I can't remember. And Sports Illustrated, which I used to read all the time, it was something like in their first 4 years in the league, the Arizona Diamondbacks had 7 different hat designs.
Right.
The Yankees in about 100 years had 4.
Yeah.
And even those changes were just so subtle, they were almost imperceptible. So you kind of have to also choose as a team, are you going to do something sort of fresh every few years and change the look? Or are you going to do third jerseys? Or are you just going to say, okay, this is how we look and it'll never change? The Montreal Canadiens, for the most part, have said that, though they did do what I think they wore a blue reverse retro. And for their 100th anniversary, they wore some throwback jerseys, including like the barbershop pole one. But the Yankees really don't change anything. You know, like we're the Yankees. Pinstripes at home, gray on the road. The Yankees still don't have names on the jerseys, even on the road, do they? Mm-hmm. I think there are a couple baseball teams that only put names on the road. The Oilers I think, are kind of trying to land in between now because they did change their jersey over the years. They've had different. They haven't really changed the logo, the main logo, but they've changed the look of the jersey over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went to the jersey that had no white on it, right? It was the navy with the highlighter orange, as Jack Michaels used to call it.
Yep.
That jersey was a little bit divisive. They've brought back the classic royal blue and orange. So it's almost as if there's, okay, we've gone back to that look. We fiddled around for about 20 years. We're back to that look. But we want to roll out these third jerseys that look sort of vintage or original 6 era-ish.
Chris Perper says, yes, Jay, love the Oilers rebrand. Get away from the Oilers of the 80s. Mike outside of Edmonton says, hopefully it's a decoy leaked photo.
I think it's probably pretty accurate.
Dave in Section T. Tommy said the white is an antique white, so not crisp white. Jay, I like it, but too cheap to give hundreds of dollars to OEG.
Dusty from a cab in Vancouver in the Nasty Chat says they call it vintage white.
Yeah. And
what did we call it? Off-white?
Well, vintage white, off-white. It made to look old.
Okay, Dusty, is it eggshell, bone, or cream?
But so Bronco Nick, similar to the Heritage Classic jersy, meh.
I actually
Coop's
like
got
the
antique
Heritage.
white up there.
Coop's putting antique white. I don't know if he's put it up yet. Oh, I don't know if he's going to put it on the screen. He showed us antique white.
Frustrated
so
fan
it's a little creamy.
It looks like a beer league jersey.
It looks like a sweatshirt. That's what I think. I think it looks like a sweatshirt where it's like, hey, look at my Oilers sweatshirt. It's like, oh, that's cool. It says Oilers on it. It doesn't look like a game jersey to me.
This is antique white, and it's actually
is
good.
It yellowy
that you put. Well, it's antique. It's lived in a smoker's house its whole life. This is what the walls of my aunt and uncle's house look like.
Because Leon was smoking all summer.
Yeah,
you turned the jerseys antique white.
But it's good to juxtapose it against the frame, which is a bright, crisp white.
If you're on YouTube, yeah.
If you're on
I
YouTube,
might say eggshell.
But if you don't know what antique white is, just think of when you went to your aunt or uncle's house that smoked when you were younger. This is the color of their walls.
As we all did as children.
Yeah, this is the color of their walls. That's what antique white is.
Were the grandkids smoking, or the kids went to visit the grandparents who were smokers?
At Christmas, they just pass them around.
Everybody just passed it around.
It's Christmas.
Pass me the Marlboros.
No, the kids will get mental.
Jablonski, why'd you get your grandma smokes for Christmas?
It was on her list.
She likes the Popeye cigarettes.
This is fun.
Anyway, it's Oilers stuff, so people are going to talk about it. I'm pretty much like, okay, whatever. But you clearly like them more than I do. But here's the thing: do you asking not just you, Jay, the royal you, to all the listeners, and Dusty in a cab in Vancouver? Do you know someone who will buy this jersey even if they don't like it, just to have an Oilers thing?
Ooh, do I? No.
How much are the? I don't even know how much they are. Are they $200? Is it $200 bucks?
I think closer to $300.
Really? For a fan to buy a jersey to wear to a game?
Well, now that it's a special one, it might even be more.
I didn't think they were that much.
Jerseys are not cheap.
No, I get it. Yeah. Well, that's why players need big contracts. They got to wear 82 of them.
We got a limerick that came in from VR Montenegro.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Athlete of the week, a young golf savant, has a golf game most everyone would want. Has tips for the coob. Play confident, noob. What's the best way to enjoy a croissant?
Just plain, just eat it. Just let it crumble all over.
You know what, though? A little slight toasting of a croissant is nice.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it chars up those edges a little bit because there's so much butter in a croissant.
Yeah,
Naturally.
like you don't need to put butter on a butter croissant. It's in the title.
Do you say croissant or do you try say it croissant?
I say croissant.
Like how I would like.
I don't know how I just said it. Croissant.
Like I'm not trying.
Now
to
I'm
be,
overthinking it.
I'm not trying to be from Paris.
En français.
Yeah, I'm just saying what it says on the package from Costco. It says croissant.
Well, I'll get a croissant at Brio.
Oh,
I brought you a cruffin.
A cruffin.
I'll try. If I have time, I'll try to get you a cruffin tomorrow.
Those are lovely.
Good point. Zulu says this thing is going to be over 200 without a name. Yeah, so getting a name on the back costs more than getting a blank or getting a name put on, right? On a hockey jersey.
And I think because Tommy's, I think, seen this, right? Or saw renditions of it, maybe.
He may have even seen it. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure there's patches on the shoulders that will incorporate like the oil drop.
Oh,
if
okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because we're only seeing a front view of it. Saskatoon Muncher in the Nasty Chat says, I love this color scheme, but would have liked the normal Oilers logo in that same color scheme. That's fair, but I guess when they're trying to make an alternate jersey, they don't want it to look too... It's weird. They want it to be recognizable as an Oilers jersey, but not look too close to the Oilers jersey that they wear all the time. I think that's kind of what they're going for.
Corey B. in the River Cree Resort and Casino says, boy, do I love that you guys still have use for the D100. Oh, we'll never find ways
we find uses for the D100.
We might just
the
spend a whole
D100
show.
was in my house for a while.
Yeah.
Because as we were moving, sometimes you just feel like, you know what, that's not going to go in a box. I'll just take it home and then bring it to the new office. So yeah, the D100 was in my house for a while.
And it's also used it would be a good, put this in a sock and you could protect yourself.
Be like a slingshot? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, just a sack. Just bang.
Pretty good. All right. What can we do here? Oh yeah, we're in the banquet studio. Make your birthday epic at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a vibe you won't forget. Book your party now at thebanquetbar.com. Oilers rookies, Flames rookies tomorrow night. I'm going to be keeping an eye on Ike Howard and Matt Savoie. Savoie was asked about trying to make the roster of a contending team.
I think it's just excitement for me. I mean, growing up around Edmonton, kind of knowing what the city's all about, how big of a hockey city it is, the fan base, how much they rally behind the team. I think it just, adds more excitement for the guys in the locker room to go out there and do something special. I think every guy's in there, is as motivated as can be. So just being looking to try and join into a group and contribute as much as I can. I think it's pretty exciting.
All right, 5:44 words of the day after the coop.
The NHL has released a statement regarding Carter Hart, Dylan Dubé, Alex Formenton, Cal Foote, and Michael McLeod, announcing that they are eligible to return to the NHL December 1st. The league adding that the five are free to sign with the club as early as October 15th. From Toronto, the Jays took their series closer against the Astros, winning 9-0 to extend their lead in the AL East, up 3.5 games over the Red Sox and Yankees. In the game, both Nathan Lukes and Dalton Varsho recorded 2 hits and 1 RBI, while Kevin Gausman got the shutout. 4 games are live right now, 3 of which are in the second. Yankees are in action against the Tigers. They're tied at 1 apiece, while the Mets lead the Phillies 4-0 and the Royals trail the Guardians 2-0. In Thursday night football action, it's Washington on the road in Green Bay. Both teams 1-0 in the early going. Join Lieutenant Eric at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for kickoff at 6:15. It's the words of the day with Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
EST Afternoons.
Let's create a scenario, Jesse. If Kirill doesn't sign, does Bill Guerin pull the trigger on a trade? Again, like you said, you can't afford to have something like that happen with Gabriel.
I mean, if you let Kirill walk, I think Billy has to walk right behind him, right? Like, that can't happen.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. So, I mean, you do have to entertain the possibility of a trade.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
All right, man, we've had a great show today. Really emotional segment with Darren Park, who is the Edmonton organizer for the Terry Fox run, shared his personal journey with cancer, diagnosed with brain cancer about 13 years ago, and was told he had 16 months to live. So he was awesome to talk to. Our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week was on the show in studio. 13-year-old golfer Danica Horchitsa. Drew Remenda talked some Oilers and highway speed limits earlier as well. You've heard from Mike Howard. You've heard a bit from Matt Savoie as well. We talked about the Elks and their injured list going into the game in Toronto on Saturday at 1. So you and Iwanek are on at noon?
Aye, Captain.
Noon Saturday, Green and Gold kickoff show, and then they're on after the game for the Green and Gold postgame show. So tomorrow with BC Ottawa. Who do the Elks fans, who should we recommend Elks fans cheer for? Ottawa?
Oh, Ottawa, for sure. Because they're behind now, even in the crossover.
Right.
But you just, if BC loses and Edmonton wins, it's not.
Then Edmonton's ahead of Ottawa. Yeah.
Winnipeg,
Winnipeg Hamilton tomorrow.
Hamilton.
Elks fans want Hamilton to win.
I said it earlier in the year when Claros was out. I think the realistic chance here is to catch and overtake Winnipeg, especially now that Carlaros is out, and I'm not certain of what his future may hold. I just have zero faith in Strevler. So
you've made that very clear.
Yeah, well, I am a man of conviction.
Chris, Strevler's family is going to be mad at you.
Well, if they're listening, I'm sorry, but he just stinks.
If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up before we wrap up at 6 o'clock, or share the show with somebody. Encourage them to check us out. Give us a thumbs up as well. The Nasty Chat has been off and running. People talking about jerseys and pronunciations. Oh, that's you talking about how to say croissant. And you can text 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. You're booting home after this to watch the game?
Yeah. I got to get home, watch that. It'll be a great night.
It's an NFC showdown. The Commanders of Washington rolling into Green Bay to take on those pesky Packers. Two young QBs going head-to-head, Jordan Love and Jayden Daniels.
No, they don't have the same initials. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if it was like,
JD against JD. Pick your poison.
Charlie Defoe, who I believe does he live in Winnipeg?
No, I believe he lives in Sherwood Park.
But does he like the Jets and the Bombers?
Oh, yeah.
He's a Winnipeg fan
Might
guy.
be a Winnipeg expat of some sort. I'm not sure.
Expat.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, Charlie.
He's got faith in Strev.
Yep.
All right, let's do words of the day, my young friend.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Played for Montreal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your
name.
concentration?
What do they got
Chris
to say?
Strevler? It's Strevler.
Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
All right. I think there's some words cut out of that Samuel Jackson.
Okay,
rant.
First word of the day, zoomorphic.
Holy crap.
Zoomorphic.
Well, actually, that might not be that difficult. I'm just going to go with it.
Zoomorphic.
Yeah, Charlie you remember that Charlie lives in Sherwood Park. He's got the Winnipeg Jets logo as his, what do you call that, his avatar?
Mm-hmm.
ZOEMORPHIC. Oh, that's wrong. I thought I had that one. Zoomorphic.
Oh, you suck.
Thanks, Coop. Thanks, buddy. Holy crap. Kids these days, eh? One mistake, and you're on the crap list.
Good job, Coop. Zoomorphic. ZOOMORPHIC.
Oh, it looks like zoomorphic.
It looks like zoomorphic, but it's actually pronounced zoomorphic.
Okay. I
Now,
think it has to do with the animal kingdom.
It does. Ish.
I'm going to say...
Would you like me to use it in a...
Morph has to do with change, right? Like changing from one thing to the other.
Ish, yep. Would you like me to use it in a
I
sentence?
better take the sentence.
The local bakery is famous for its wide variety of zoomorphic treats, from hedgehog dinner rolls to delicate swan-shaped pastries.
So is it using shapes of animals in cooking?
No, you're right. Not just in cooking.
Oh,
zoomorphic describes things that have the form of an animal. So you get 0.5 out of 2.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
Well, I didn't really. Okay. He said have the shape of an animal.
Okay, second word of the day.
So if I was like sitting on the lawn, by the way, where the excavation is going to be, you, me, Ace, and Big Uke someday, we're going to dig for a lost civilization. So if I was like looking at the clouds and I was like, oh, that one looks like a donkey, that one looks like a camel, you'd come inside and you'd say to Coop, like, Reid's getting totally zoomorphic with the clouds.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Second word of the day, Leviathan. Leviathan.
Okay, Leviathan is L-V-I-A-T-H.
What?
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
L-E-V-I-A-T-H-A-N.
You're welcome.
And this is something that is what?
Well, you said LV.
L-E-V.
I know, but first you said LV. You said
did
LV twice, and then I said
Well,
pardon.
because I'm so excited.
Leviathan.
This is something that is refers to something that is very large, or an animal that is very large. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Anything
Finishing up a heater.
anything of immense size and power. Wow, Reid.
Oh, anything of immense size and power. Okay.
Yeah. 2.5 out of 4.
I guess it would be implied, though, if it's that big, if it's a big animal. So
to be
it
powerful.
could be is it always an animal? Doesn't have to be an animal? A Leviathan?
No.
I always think,
anything.
So a spaceship could be a Leviathan.
That's right.
Right.
You could be looking at
a cloud. A zoomorphic cloud.
Clouds that have Leviathanist characteristics. I think.
That's funny. Joe in the nasty chat says, WTF, the description gave it away. Joe, a little secret. Don't take the word of the day too seriously. All right. That's sometimes that happens. That's sort of the point. It's okay, though, buddy. All right. Are we done? Well, I think we got to go. That's the end of the show.
I don't think we can continue.
You got to go. Jay, here's Commanders fan Jason Milne. He can't wait for the horn to sound. He can't wait for quitting time to get home and watch his beloved Commanders take on the Packers. That was Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne. I'm Reid. Talk to you tomorrow.